I was told to get it, so I was told to get it, so I went and did it. Bitches see me winning, so my DM hitting. Don't ask me for a favor, I don't owe you nothing. Forever stunting, shorty, you can't tell me nothing. I was told to get it, so I went and did it. Bitches see me winning, so my DM hitting. Don't ask me for a favor, I don't owe you nothing. Forever stunting, shorty, you can't tell me nothing. I was told to get it, so I went and did it. Hit the block, flip the pack and got committed. If you need some dope, then come and pay a visit. Them numbers hitting and we sell it by the biscuit. Crushing competition, they can't match ambition. Millions in my future, shit that I envision. Chasing riches, counting up is so addicting. About my business, ducking feds, we dodging prison. Whoa, I was told to get it, so I went and did it. Bitches see me winning, so my DM hitting. Don't ask me for a favor, I don't owe you nothing. Forever stunting, shorty, you can't tell me nothing.
This is the podcast, very first episode, the premiere. What up, boys? How we doing? Swagg Star, how you doing over there?
Yo, what's good?
So, Chaz Ray, how you feeling? We are here, long anticipated. I've been asked for too long. When Fully Focused coming back? When Fully Focused Radio coming back? Sorry, guys, it's not, because the new wave is the podcast. Who's on the radio now? No one. Romero's barely on the damn radio anymore. It's all about the podcast. Exactly. You don't listen to the radio unless you're stuck in traffic on the way to work, and chances are you got your phone on listening to your favorite podcast or YouTube anyway. So.
Nah, it's a fact. I have to listen to the radio at work. You know what I'm saying? And it drives me crazy, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I can't. They play the same songs. I don't want to hear Coolio, you know what I'm saying, on the radio 3 times.
That's facts.
I'm good, bro.
Big facts. It's been, a year and a half, 2 years since the last iteration of Fully Focused Radio. And man, how I fucking missed it. How about you, Swagg?
I'm feeling pretty good, man. Shit, it's been a long time fucking coming back, I'll tell you that.
You missed it?
Hell yeah.
You don't want your pretty face being put on interwebs?
We'll do that next week.
We'll put you on next week. Next week. Big shout out. Unfortunately, Apex couldn't make it out tonight because of family things going on. Big shout out to him and his family.
Apex, man.
I thought so with you guys. But he'll be here next week. Brandon Grimes will be in the building. I got a fun game lined up for him. But we got Chaz Ray with us right now. What's up, Chaz?
What's going on, bro? Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Good to see y'all. Yeah, man. What's up?
Appreciate that you came to this about last minute, 2-3 days ago. We said, Chaz, we need a superstar to fill in.
Another one.
We need a damn superstar to come in to fill the void that is Apex. And you said, I don't know if I can be Apex, but no. No. Actually, what I said was, yo, if you come in, we really use your help. And he said, I ain't no backup. I ain't no.
Oh, can you come in and be a backup? You know what I'm saying?
No, we don't
plan B, but nah, you already know. I'll come through for y'all whenever, man, because we cool like that. You already know, kid, we cool for years.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So as soon as you hit me up, you know, it's no thing. If I got the time, I'm going to come through. Man, we going to do it.
Hell yeah. Word, big time. So what do you got going on right now? I know you're working with some kids, which is the nightmare job for me. I despise big groups of children. I don't mind a kid, 1 or 2 kids, a nephew I can give back at the end of the day maybe, but 20, 30, what are you dealing with at the time?
Other than making music, I'm a chef at a school. So yeah, I mean, I cook for kids, you know, and then we have like an after-school program at a point where we had a cooking class.
That's what's up. What y'all be cooking?
Just we try to keep it simple, just for the kids, you know what I'm saying? But we make pasta and stuff like that.
What's your favorite dish you made with the kids?
Well, they always enjoy pizza day on Friday.
Of course.
So that's always a big hit.
You remember being a kid and what pizza day, but we didn't have
we
Chef
got
Chaz.
we got the pizza with the plastic, and you had to tear the plastic, and sometimes the plastic was melted in the pizza, but you was hungry, so you ate it anyway.
Exactly, 100% what I was saying.
No, we making the dough and everything from scratch now. Okay,
That's dope as shit. The closest I ever had to having a real male cook for me at work. I mean, sorry, at school when I was younger was like that you go down the line, they slop whatever that brown shit is into you. They scoop a little slop of that in. I've never had an actual chef. They definitely didn't call anyone back there chef when they were scooping shit for us.
Chicken, broccoli, ziti, pasta,
Damn.
and shit, man, like all types.
Alfredo sauce or just
Yeah,
like
we got a whole salad bar and everything. Like we didn't have a salad bar like when we was going to school, like
Right,
at
not even-
all. Like you know what I'm
Well,
saying?
now that shit's, you have to have a salad bar or healthier options, or really in school it has to be only healthy options, right?
Yeah,
Do you
well,
have?
you have to have a vegetarian option. So when we cook one thing, we also cook a vegetarian option.
Cool,
too.
cool. That's what I was gonna say. You have
Yeah,
guidelines
so,
for that, right?
Yeah.
You gotta go vegan and gluten free and all that bullshit too.
You gotta at least have it there.
He needs some milk.
I know how that shit goes. Oh man. But I mean, you like that? You like doing that?
Nah, I mean,
That was extra quick too.
Yeah,
You
man.
were like,
No, man.
oh man, it's whatever. I don't mind. Nah,
I don't
fuck those
mind,
kids and their moms.
I enjoy it because I don't really deal with them like the teachers do.
Right, it's not an
I
all-day
deal with
affair.
them at lunch.
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
They're
Mm.
like on wild
Just
at lunch.
from noon
you know
to
what
1
I'm
maybe
saying?
or some shit.
Yeah, it's 2 hours like,
Alright.
of lunch. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I don't have to deal with them like the teachers. They just come through. I was actually helped the school basketball team last year. I want to get into that when it starts back again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was just helping them practice and stuff like
Coach
that.
Chaz, you trying to go
Yeah,
full
nah,
time
I'm trying-
coaching?
I don't know about all that. I'm not trying for all that, but
I'm
I
Michael
sit in
Jordan.
practice and
Stop
you
it.
know, hoop around with him and stuff like that. So
Right.
it's always dope.
That's
It's the best job I had, man.
Yeah.
You don't hear a lot of people saying that.
It sounds
But
good.
it
I
sounds
mean,
good.
like you said, you're only dealing with the kids 2 hours of the day. What do you're there
Yeah.
another 5 or 6 anyway,
Yeah,
prepping
just
and all that
prepping
shit.
and everything, you know, cleaning after, and you know how it goes in the kitchen. It's like restaurant style that you had at school, like so. It's not,
How many of the kids know that the cool chef in the kitchen raps?
Yo, none
And
of the
Superstar.
kids. Yo, the funny thing is, none of them know that I rap, right?
No?
But there was this one kid one day last year. She came through the lunch line, and she straight up told me like, "Yo, you look like a rapper." And yo, I had the most confused look on my face, bro.
Yeah.
The other chef looked at me because he knows too. I mean, I make music.
Yeah.
And we just looked at
Know
each other
this.
like, yo, why did she say that?
Right,
You know
right,
what I'm
right.
saying? I was so fucking confused, bro.
Wonder if she. I mean, these little kids be on Facebook as early as
Yeah,
fucking
man,
9 and
but
10,
I
8
don't
years
know.
old. There might be Chaz Ray fans out there. You don't even know.
Or maybe their brother or sister or something played
Yeah,
it and
yeah.
she just recognized. I don't know. Like, I don't know what it was. But that shit was like the most
That
random
is
thing
funny
that
as hell.
happened. But nah, like, I don't know. A lot of my coworkers don't even really know. You know what I'm saying? What I be doing.
Yeah.
I try to keep it cool.
It's a very different culture where you work at, right?
Yeah.
They're not from the. They're
Keep
from,
different worlds.
Nah,
They're
this
from
is,
the
this
burbs,
is a
the
Catholic.
cul-de-sac.
This is a Catholic school. Like,
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah.
They ain't priest there and all that. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, all right. I know.
Yeah,
I went to
yeah,
one of
yeah.
those schools. Shout out
Oh,
to you.
yeah,
That's not there anymore.
it's a whole different Chaz Ray when I'm there.
Oh
you know what
yes. Oh man, it's not Chaz Ray anymore. It's
Yeah,
I won't put your girlfriend out there,
yeah,
but
there you
you're
go.
that other
Yeah,
guy. You're Clark Kent, we'll
Yeah.
say, and this Superman right here.
Another one.
Welcome to the podcast, by the way, Superman. We appreciate you for swinging by.
My man.
So I mean, you said you have a lot of things going on musically right now, yeah? I know
Yeah,
you're traveling.
if I can
like
ask,
crazy.
what is that new song we just heard, man?
Hold on. Well, I sent them. How many? I
You
sent
sent
them
me
like
two
songs.
joints. Yeah.
I just
What
heard
song?
that intro.
Oh,
man.
you're talking about
Which
Tell
one
Me
did you
Nothing,
play?
which I'm going to play
Oh,
that. That's going to be
yeah,
our
man.
first song out of the break.
Okay, I didn't even know you.
We use
played
that as an
that.
intro song, so we only did the first 30 seconds, kind of the
Yeah,
intro to the thing.
yeah, we'll pay you later.
Write that off on the taxes, bro.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
Another one.
But I mean, you got a lot of new things going on right now. You said music,
Yeah,
new album. What?
I got a new album that I'm working on. I mean, it's not. Well, it's. Let's just say it's like 80% done or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's like 10 songs. I'm only missing like 2 verses. So I mean, it's almost done.
Yeah,
But you know me, how I
done
work. I
album.
want to get all the promotion and everything right. So, yeah, we're gonna get it. We're gonna get the promotion started probably in like a month.
Alright.
And then we're just gonna go full-fledged, you know, videos
yeah.
and.
How many songs are you trying to get on
So
there?
hold up. I want to find out
Uh-oh.
number of songs. I want to find out title. I want to find out release date. All that stuff. But first, we're gonna play this song right here. Is this considered the first
Another
single off
one.
of it, or is Leave Me Alone on that?
Leave Her Alone is definitely on that. Come See Me's on that.
Come See Me. So there's 2 singles already technically out from that. Can you
Yeah.
a little bit more in 8, please?
I have another one that is unreleased yet. I just got to do the second verse, but it's called 2 a.m. That's gonna be a fucking hit, bro. Wait till you hear that shit.
Shit, the first 2 and 3 that you said are already
Yeah,
hit.
nah, all these, I've been working on a bunch of new music over the past few years. I mean, so I still got unreleased shit all the time, but I try to finesse it and make a whole bunch of new shit all the time when I'm working on specific. Cause you know I changed my sound, like you know,
big time.
you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You got old Chaz and you got new Chaz.
Yeah, you went from street anthems to panty droppers, really.
Club anthems and all that,
exactly.
bro. Like I, just grew up. We tried to change the style a little bit, talk about a few different things, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And but I still get back to the gritty side, like as you heard on that one. Like,
That's why one of my favorite ones. I wanted to start off the show with this, as we did. Like, so we played like the intro first 30 seconds or so as the intro of the show. But we're gonna drop the track right now. Tell Me Nothing. You want to give it an official intro or tell us something about the track before we play it?
Yeah. Tell Me Nothing, man. That's that new joint off the album, man. We gonna get y'all the time. I don't even have a time. Not done. You know what I'm saying? But like the recording and everything is there. We gotta get the process going. But yeah, this is Tell Me Nothing, man. Shout out to Philly Focus Podcast for that. Swagg without the kid without.
I was told to get it, so I went and did it. Bitches see me winning, so my DM hitting. Don't ask me for a favor, I don't owe you nothing. Forever stunting, shorty, you can't tell me nothing. I was told to get it, so I went and did it. Bitches see me winning, so my DM hitting. Don't ask me for a favor, I don't owe you nothing. Forever stunting, shorty, you can't tell me nothing. I was told to get it, so I went and did it. Hit the block, flip the pack and got committed. If you need some dope, then come and pay a visit. Them numbers hitting and we sell it by the biscuit. Crushing competition, they can't match ambition. Millions in my future, shit that I envision. Chasing riches, counting up is so addicting. About my business, ducking feds, we dodging prison. Whoa, I was told to get it, so I went and did it. Bitches see me winning, so my DM hitting. Don't ask me for a favor, I don't owe you nothing. Forever stunting, shorty, you can't tell me nothing. I was told to get it, so I went and did it. Bitches see me winning, so my DM hitting. Don't ask me for a favor, I don't owe you nothing. Forever stunting, shorty, you can't tell me nothing. Don't ask me for a favor, I don't owe you nothing. Shorty bluffing, hoes that come a dime a dozen. I got it buzzing, fresh like pizza out the oven. Place your bed, what's the spread I got covered? From the gutter, hustle every winter, summer. Chaz a stunner, bag it, never use the number. Word the mother, shoot your shot, use your jumper. I'm so smooth, you can't believe it's not butter. Your man a sucker, sorry, I can be your lover. She heard I laid a pipe, I'm an expensive plumber. Be careful when the hood, the streets can take you under. But if I see the ops, they better duck for cover. I was told to get it, so I went and did it. Bitches see me winning, so my DM hitting. Don't ask me for a favor, I don't owe you nothing. Forever stunting, shorty, you can't tell me nothing. I was told to get it, so I went and did it. Bitches see me winning, so my DM hitting. Don't ask me for a favor, I don't owe you nothing. Forever stunting, shorty, you can't tell me nothing.
Get through.
I show you loyalty before the royalty. I give you a part of me, so don't you lie to me. I told my brothers keep it cool, cause the feds watching. I told my brothers keep it cool, cause them niggas dying. And we gon' put them on the news for whoever watching. And it's hard stop, oh that's a dead body. And if you know some secret, please don't you tell nobody. I'm taking to the crib. I stayed out for the come up, now I'm ahead. They don't you ever play with me, be press your head. I swear to God, it don't cost me to get you dead. I show you loyalty before the royalty. I've been going up so much lately, I'ma charge a fee. I told them niggas, don't you get mad, don't you copy me. Cause I got your bitch in the back and she gon' swallow me. Oh, I thought she was a dancer, she said I'm handsome. I be tryna get my bands up to help my mans up. Tell them pussy niggas man up, they better stand up. I'm the nigga that's talking loud shit, you better listen. Cause I got hitters on alert and they gon' play position. I swear to God, life's been good because I've been getting chicken. I remember back then I ain't have a pot to piss in. Ever since Bounty dropped, it's like the world's been listening. I show you loyalty before the royalty. I give you all the bins, so don't you lie to me. I told my brothers keep it cool cause the feds watching. I told my brothers keep it cool cause them niggas dying. And we gon' put them on the news for whoever watching. And it's hard stop, oh that's a dead body. And if you know some secrets, please don't you tell nobody. And if you know some secrets, please don't you tell nobody. And if you know a secret, please don't you tell nobody. Keep your lips closed, please just close your mouth. I'm a Jerry on the niggas, you a pussy mouse. I mean a pussy cat, oh you cat with your hat. Oh you scared with your strap, internet we ain't into that. You know we ain't on that, got broke the beam in the back. I've been making money lately off these shows. I've been in and out of state on the road. I show you loyalty for the royalty. I give you all the days, so don't you lie to me. I told my brothers keep it cool cause the feds watching. I told my brothers keep it cool cause them niggas lying. And we gon' put them on the news for whoever watching. And it's hard stop, oh that's a dead body. And if you know some secrets, please don't you tell nobody. And if you know some secrets, please don't you tell nobody.
Feel me? I know you niggas wanna kill me. Cause you be at the light with your bitch and she grill me. Nigga, I'm just a crook dropping ashes on my notebook. Niggas are shook, don't make me put you in my notebook. It's crack sales and black steel in my notebook. It's fake friends and beat trail in my notebook. Killers up in my notebook who live murder and homicide. He caught a body 3 blocks from where his mama died. Close range with the shot, I heard his body fly. Now his family and baby mama gotta try. It's blood spilling and drug dealing in Mission Hill. Killer be killed, we moving trails cause our parents failed. My nigga Reek put like 10 years of life in jail. And he ain't 25, with more stripes than mail. I keep rapping about Gucci belts and hoes looks. I wipe my tears and drop some ashes on my notebook. Tap the Henny, clap the send me cause I'm so crook. I like to finish off my shots by a no look. R.I.P. Renee Lee, free my step pops. Newborn babies wake up late when the scat pop. In my hood it's only head, never leg shots. But keep that lawyer money close when the feds block. I'm just a crook dropping ashes on my notebook. Niggas are shook, don't make me put you in my notebook. It's crack sales and black steel in my notebook. It's fake friends and beat trail in my notebook. Killers up in my notebook who seen the penitentiary for crack sales and black steel and trickery. I ain't Elmer, but you little niggas tickle me. Hell no, y'all suckers ain't smoking on my periphery. Get your own blunt, what up, oh? Free hump, when you see beef dump, been doing this since free lunch. Homies in the hood like what's poppin', 5 nigga disrespected the set. Now we not alive, GD see me on the back block, what's crackin' folk? He disrespected the set, then he got smoked. Killers in the hood love the slick talk, clip spark, shoot the fucking band off your wristwatch. Then I get my big dick sucked and the 6 drop. Hop out with Louis Vuitton flip-flops, nigga. Get your life together, I'm nice forever. My priceless sweater, I write was better. I'm just a crook dropping ashes on my notebook. Niggas are shook, don't make me put you in my notebook. It's crack sales and black steel in my notebook. It's fake friends and beat trail in my notebook. Killers up in my notebook who just came home. The shotgun's jet black but the 8's all chrome. Youngins running your spot with a cake at homes. You hesitate on the safe, then your brains get blown. And yo, niggas ain't playing fair. Bet my young boy got more stripes than Yankee gear. Broad day, he left him stretched out laying there. Blood in his eyes, paralyzed, put him in a chair. Slug in the style, let him die, niggas never cared. The Michigan fitted niggas be everywhere. Yeah, she wanna have my child. I'm trying to ride that Maybach like Mass Pike Miles. For now, it's sour D's in the bamboo. Nana said ain't nothing that I can't do. Them project bitches, they getting ran through. Chronicles of a foster child, I can't lose. I'm just a crook dropping ashes on my notebook. Niggas are shook, don't make me put you in my notebook. It's crack sales and black steel in my notebook. It's fake friends and betrayal in my notebook.
Welcome back to Fully Focused Podcast. That was our very first official music break. Man, it feels good to be back. We still got Chaz Ray in the building with us. Of course, Swagg Strong with us as usual. We're about to get into a little bit of sports, but before we do, I just want to point out, right, in this general vicinity, we got the phone number locked up in there. If you want to call us, talk some sports with us, because that's what we're about to talk about right now.
Yes, sir.
Please call us up. Swagg, what's that number?
617-702-2542. It's right there for you.
Cool. And for the people who don't speak speedy, what's that phone number?
617-702-2542.
There it is, guys. All right, let's get into the bad news before we get into anything else. The elephant in the room, if you will. Thank you, Swagg.
We got to start off with Tommy. Oh, man.
We got to start off with let's start the whole squad because it was rough to watch last Sunday. You shut that up now.
I like to hear.
All right, fine. It was fine.
Whatever.
No, it's fine. It's fine. No, but it was rough to watch what was being called historically one of the best defenses in the whole history of the league.
The boogeyman.
Get just dissected by Lamar Jackson and that really, really good defense they got going on in Baltimore. And they have a great offense as well, obviously. Great running game. Amazing quarterback who is half of their running game in the first place. I mean, what's your snap reaction to that loss?
I mean, that they have a problem with mobile quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
He's like more than just a mobile quarterback. That dude's fast as shit.
Absolutely.
He's like new age Michael Vick, basically. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
I think he probably even throws better than Michael Vick.
He might
out
throw
of
better
bounds.
than Mike.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, that's tough to guard for any defense.
Exactly.
Like, I don't care what defense you're playing, because if you keep an extra man in watching him, then
You lose a
somebody's
guy.
not doubled. Like, you know what I
Exactly.
mean? But then if you're
And-
sending extra people, then somebody's open. Like,
Exactly.
It's
that-
hard to defend that.
That's hard to practice.
Yeah.
Not all teams do that.
And that's the big thing too is we practice against a similar look to what we're going to see, during the week. Bill Belichick goes, this is the way they play. This is how their best player plays, and this is who their best player is. We're gonna shut that one down. You can't really shut Lamar Jackson down when he's deacon getting away from big tackles like people like Van Noy, who will wrap up any quarterback.
Yeah. He's
He's getting around him, you fuck. That's not going to be a really good day for you. And then when you do get someone in there, like you say, you get an extra spy in the mix to watch the run, boom, that leaves someone else open behind you now. So it is really, really rough guarding him. He looks like what the future of the league is trending towards, quarterback-wise.
Mobile quarterback.
Mobile, very mobile quarterbacks, exactly. And I know it was looked at as a fad for a while, because it was like a Mike Vick here and there or whatever, and it worked, but very in a small window.
Yeah, then his team started doing the Wildcat offense like a few years ago. Now more
That fucked
teams
us
are
up this
starting to
weekend,
do
too.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
like now that's coming in now. So now you have to have a mobile quarterback
Exactly.
to run that offense. So
All-
a lot of teams are going towards that.
Yeah, the last couple drafts and what looks like the next draft coming up and a couple drafts, that's what it is. The first round is just flooded with these mobile quarterbacks. Manziel's, even though he's not the most athletic and mobile, but he went first, second overall a year or two ago.
Yeah.
Kyler Murray this year, very small but mobile quarterback. It's trending that way. And I know they say, I think only in the last 20 years, only 2 mobile quarterbacks even went to the Super Bowl. Otherwise, it was immobile quarterbacks, a.k.a. Tom Brady, because 9 out of the last 20 years. And he definitely wasn't the mobile guy. So, yeah, 37-20. That scored. That's what the first half looked like it was going to turn out to be, but we cleaned it up a bit in the third and the fourth, the second half there.
Yeah.
It just, it wasn't enough there. As much as our offense picked up a bit there, it stayed as consistent as it was. And You know, I saw all of the haters on Facebook. I saw the haters all over online. Yep, them guys.
Lost one game, man.
Exactly.
So
But
good.
even before that, like I still had in mind. Everyone was going, "Oh, you're about to lose. They suck. They suck." First of all, we suck after losing one game. That's a complete overreaction. But I just posted 28-3 halfway through the third quarter of that Atlanta Super Bowl. I would never count a Patriots team out with Tom Brady and Bill Belichick there. I don't care if it's 30 points at the half or what. And at this point, it was 14 points at the half, maybe. I think it was 17 to 3 or something like that at the half. And people are already like, "Oh, they're done. They're not even gonna make the playoffs." Like people were really like on a boat, like ship them guys out. Put the Patriots in London because they don't like. It was one of those type deals. People were really like all done with the Patriots after one loss to a good team. The first really good team. That wasn't me, by the way. The first good team that we've seen. The first real, not only playoff but conference champion contender that we've seen all season. You know, otherwise who we see? The Jets twice, the fucking Giants, the Browns.
I'm playing some average to bad team.
Bad to
all
average,
season,
exactly.
Like
So, and I know that's like everyone's using that excuse, whatever you want to call it, as well, and saying, "Oh, Pat's not as good as you think they are," blah blah blah. And look, I'll be the first to point out we have a lot of problems on the offensive end, especially. I mean, since we're 8 games in and we've had a rotating cast of 8 or 9 wide receivers, including I include tight ends in that mix. So we had 2 or 3 receivers, picked them up, got rid of them because the next guy was coming, and the next guy got hurt or was being an asshole and got kicked out of the league or whatever the case was. So considering that we're 7-1 through 8 games, and the only person that's been consistent, the only real player that we have that's been the same throughout is Edelman and Brady. Even our kicker has been rotated in and out. We've had 3 of them.
Get a new kicker?
We just got a third or fourth kicker. So it's like, considering that, I think we're in pretty good shape. Pats always take the second half of the season to fix the first half of the season. Luckily, there's only one real game that we have to look at and go, "Oh, we have to fix this, that, the other," you know? A small sample size. So I have all the faith in the world that we'll turn it around. Mohamed Sanu, he showed some real promising things this last game. He was the main receiver there. Yeah. He's really good. He was major overshadowed in Atlanta before coming here for 7-8 years. Yeah. Julio fucking Jones. Yeah. So you can't really blame him or blame the team, you know.
A few people didn't even know who he was. I'm like,
exactly.
He's nice.
Like, that was my thing. When I saw we had, I woke up, by the way, after a win. We had a solid win, and I woke up at it was 6 in the morning. I woke up far too early for myself, and first notification said it was Mohamed Sanu to the Patriots. I was like, oh damn, it blew my mind. I didn't see it coming. I didn't even know he was necessarily on the trading block, but I posted that, and people were like, who's this guy? Is he new?
Yeah, exactly.
Jesus.
Now
he was in a rough situation where he wasn't the first or necessarily always the second option either, you know. And now that he's going to be here, right now this past week he was our first option. I know teams are going to try to lock him down, and it'll go between himself and Edelman. But it's been a huge pickup for us with him. N'Keal Harry should be back this week. Not this week, this upcoming game, not this week, but next weekend because we're on a bye this week. N'Keal Harry, I have huge hopes, not just high hopes. Major hopes for this kid. I think he's going to come in and be a game changer for us. He's showed that he can do a little bit of everything. He's big, but he's very mobile. He can go up and get it. You know, he's going to be huge for us. Have some nice young blood in the mix. Because what do we got? A bunch of 35, 40-year-olds right now, including our quarterback running around trying to beat a bunch of kids. Exactly,
got
just
an
like
OG
that.
Team, man.
We do got the OG team, and hey, I mean, these OGs put up 7 wins for us.
Yeah.
Whether it was the offense or the defense doing it, doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you get that W, you get that fucking W. You know? So I have big hopes for the team for the second half of the season. We're going to figure out where we went wrong last game and other games. We didn't look great against Buffalo. We didn't look great against there was another team.
Buffalo always play the Patriots.
But that's the
pretty
thing is,
good,
we always
though,
do get a bit of a little extra struggle from Buffalo, no matter how bad they might be.
It's everybody's Super Bowl.
I mean, it was the Ravens Super Bowl. It looked like they took a team
they're
picture
in the same
when they beat
division
us.
too, right?
Yes,
Buffalo,
yeah.
so
But
yeah,
it's us,
you know,
Buffalo,
that's-
Miami, and the Jets. And that's the other thing, too, is a lot of people
Yeah.
talking that trash because we really are in a very easy division. We have 3 teams. Two of the teams are far under 500. And the Bills are doing well, but it's they have a really good offense, just no defense going on right now. I'm sorry, the other way around. No defense, good offense. Yeah. But
I just want to say, like, even though we're talking mostly about the quarterbacks, they only got 1 touchdown each.
who's that?
Both of them. Tom Brady only got 1 touchdown, 1 interception, and Jackson got 1 touchdown.
Oh, that last game. One
so-
throwing touchdown because he ran one in as well.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, he had 2 touchdowns.
But they didn't count that, so.
But it was counted, but it wasn't counted as a throwing touchdown. It was counted as a rushing touchdown, which is, I mean, it is what it is. He had 2, like you said, stat sheet wise, it didn't really look like they crushed us like it did visually. The eye test showed us, damn, we got to fix some things, especially in that running game and keeping mobile quarterbacks contained as much as possible. And I think that we'll fix it. We moved a couple pieces around defensively. Got some picks for Bennett and things like that. So I think we're going to be good. We just got to minimize, screw-ups on the defensive end and giveaways on the offensive end.
Yeah, no.
So what about the Celtics, man?
How
How are we
about
doing
the
over
Celtics?
here, man? Because
Celtics are starting right now.
I think
so
we're as good as the Lakers are
What
this
about
year.
the Celtics, man?
I think they're as good as, if not
Since
better
I'm
than
gonna
the
bring up your
Lakers.
team.
They're
What do
not.
you think, Chaz?
Check the record, man.
Hey,
Yeah,
the
man.
records are very similar.
Nah, it's not similar.
Yeah, we only have 1 loss as well. So do you guys.
Oh no, but
You
we
guys
got
lost
more
to
wins. We got more wins.
PG less. Yeah,
We
because
got
you played
more
more
wins.
games.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're about to be tied up after we beat these scrub ass Hornets. Right?
Terry Rozier about to drop 40.
Yeah, and the rest of the team about to drop 40 with him. So we're gonna win 105 to 80 or something like that. And I'm perfectly
Man.
fine with that.
Terry crazy, man. Now he over there on the Hornets with no help, nothing.
Crazy.
Like,
Yeah, I liked him coming off our bench. I know he didn't want to come off the bench, which is fine. He proved himself in multiple playoff series back to back, like 2 years in a row. He could, with help though, he could be a starting quarterback, point guard, which is the quarterback of the NBA essentially.
Basically.
He could be a starting point guard elsewhere if he has help around him. He needs a Jaylen Brown or something like that with him because Jaylen was coming off the bench with him as well. He can put up great numbers. He can be great. And then he's still, I've watched a couple of their games and the games we played against him preseason. He's still showing some spurts of greatness or goodness at the very least.
How you think Walker's going to do tonight? Because he's playing in his old team, Hornets. They're playing at home. It's going to be like, what do you think he's going to drop?
Ooh,
Kemba Walker
get
tonight.
some
Wait,
numbers.
they playing out here?
No, playing in
Charlotte?
Charlotte.
Yep.
I want to say,
He's dropping 40 tonight.
I was gonna say 40. I think Gordon put up 40 the other night, and he can't be outdone. Even though that's what I love most about Kemba is that's not where his mindset is. It's not shit. He dropped 40. I gotta be that guy. His word. We won. My boy dropped 40. Great fucking game, you know. He's not to bring up X's, but he's not the Kyrie type that needs the ball, wants the ball at all times. It has to be making the big plays, like that win, that big win that Tatum got for us the other night.
Yeah.
The game winner there. Kemba was way off to the side, cheering louder than anyone in the damn crowd for his boy, you know. Whereas Kyrie won, the ball would have absolutely went to him because the play would have been demanded to be in his hand for that last shot.
Ball,
He would have wanted the ball.
That Mamba mentality.
Exactly, and if he didn't, but if he didn't get up, he would have been over there bitching, moaning. As we won, because I've seen it before last year and the year before. I've seen situations where Tatum or Hayward or someone makes that last minute bucket. Maybe the play was supposed to be to Kyrie, but you couldn't get the ball to him, so boom, they got him to take that shot, and we'll win the game, and Kyrie will still be over the bitching and moaning that he didn't get the fucking ball for that last time.
Yeah, no, that's bad.
And you can't have that.
Yeah.
I mean, put it this way: putting up 50 points is still losing for that first game. That's the
Yeah, see, that's
nutshell.
what with him right now in Brooklyn. Like, I think he knows like Brooklyn's not really going nowhere right now. Kevin
Not till
Durant's
next year.
hurt. You know what I'm saying? So this year he's about to just Remember that year Kobe had where he didn't have any help? You know what I'm saying? He just went crazy
Yep.
all year.
Didn't make the playoffs.
That 81-point
Yep.
game, he had like 60 for like 4 or 5 straight games, like 61 and 3/4. Yeah, Kyrie's on that wave right now.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Let me check this schedule here. I want to see when we play your Lakers for the very first time. Looks like we don't got
I'm
them
not
for a
sure.
month.
I know they usually play in like the beginning of February.
Oh yeah, so well we
I
don't
don't
see
know if
them.
I don't know if that's gonna be the first or the second game.
It looks
but
like it looks like yeah, beginning of February will be the very first Clippers. Lakers. End of February, the
Oh, it's at the end?
23rd. Looks
Okay.
like it's our first one. Oh no, I'm sorry. We got one. I missed it. Mid-January 20th. January 20th.
Where's that at?
That is. Sorry.
My birthday's on the 30th.
Oh, word?
Man, I'm trying to go.
So that's
to-
home. That's gonna be in Boston. So that's
Oh,
a good
for
way
real?
to. We're playing the Warriors now, though they suck this year. But still, we're playing the Warriors on your birthday. If you wanted to check that out, it might be a
I don't
cheaper
really
game
wanna
right
see
now.
The Warriors right
Yeah,
now, bro.
See who Cooker. I couldn't name a.
Cook
I
ain't
could
even
not
over there. name
an active player right now. That's not still on the bench.
Russell's over there.
Yeah,
That's
but he's
about
hurt too.
it.
He didn't play
Did
the last
he
game or
Yo,
two.
he did not play last night.
Didn't
right?
yeah. I don't know if he's
Yo.
hurt or low management or whatever the deal
Who was
is.
they playing last night? The Rockets?
Rockets, a good
Yeah,
team
he
at
didn't
that.
play
They
last
sat him
night. I didn't
or
even notice that.
I think he had like an ankle or some sort of injury of some sort. But either way, so we got 2 months till we play each other, if you will.
Yeah.
My Boston Celtics play your Lakers. What do you think? Well, by then, who do you think will have a better record? Because right now we're right on track to being the same. Essentially, we have one loss and whatever many amount of wins, as does the Lakers. Who do you think is going to have more wins and by how many at that point in the season?
By what point?
That is so.
By January? So let's just say All-Star break or something like that?
Called. Oh, I like that. Yeah, it's
You
even
know
better.
what I mean?
Also break. That's a 40 game, roughly 42 game.
Well, with the Celtics being in the East, you know what I'm saying? I think they
That's
have
fair.
more easier competition on that
That is
side.
fair. That is fair.
But the Lakers right now, you know what I'm saying? If you've been watching, like,
Oh,
their team is crazy.
3 triple
like,
doubles in a row by LeBron.
Yeah, not even just Braun. Like
Oh,
even
absolutely.
Anthony Davis is
Oh, yeah.
going crazy.
Even Dwight
like,
Howard's going
you got
off.
Dwight Howard and Anthony Davis and
Yeah.
LeBron James on the floor. Ain't nobody getting
And
a
JaVale?
rebound.
No one's getting a
Nobody's
rebound. That's
right
facts.
now.
That's absolute
You know what
facts.
I'm saying? And let Cousins get healthy by the end of the season or something. Nobody's getting a
think-
fucking rebound.
I don't know
bro.
I don't know if he's gonna be able to come back or necessarily even
Nah,
wants to
I
come
mean,
back.
yeah, whatever.
But-
But you know what
but
I'm saying.
no.
But even that lineup, even JaVale coming off with
Yep.
Dwight, then you got Anthony
That's
Davis,
huge.
and then LeBron James, Kyle Kuzma. Like, you know what
Dwight
I'm saying?
Howard.
Like, yeah,
Yeah.
bro. Like
That
the
is-
rebounding over there is ridiculous.
Dwight Howard
right
is
now.
doing amazing this year. By
He
the
is
way.
doing really good.
Double doubles off the bench,
Yeah,
bro.
it's crazy.
Like,
Yeah,
you know
that's
what I
dope
mean?
as shit. I'm
He's
happy
back
for
to
him.
his old Superman self.
Yes, exactly. I am happy for him actually. It was weird at first when I heard it was between him and like Joakim Noah or something like that to get that final roster slot for a big man over there.
Yeah.
And I was like, why would you want either of these guys? If I'm
Really?
being honest, why would you want either of these guys? You know, and
man.
I see why now. Dwight's putting in
The-
big time work,
The
doubles
thing
off
is,
the bench.
when Dwight Howard played last year, he was still getting double doubles. Like he was.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not gonna be doing 28 and 12 like he was doing in Orlando.
Right,
but,
right.
Yo, 14
But
and
12
11.
and 12 is nice.
12
15 and 12
is
coming
nice.
off the bench.
14 and 11. you
That's
know what
6
I'm
man of
saying?
the
I'll
year right
take it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm not mad at that at all. So do you see your guys going all the way this year, or they
I
going
mean,
through Kawhi?
Being a fan, I would like to say, yeah,
Uh-huh.
going all the way. Like,
But realistically speaking,
yeah,
Yeah,
you know what
alright.
I'm saying? I don't think the Clippers. By the time the playoffs come, they'll have the team right. Kuzma wasn't playing, Rondo wasn't playing, and so at the same time, Paul George wasn't playing that
Right,
game
that's
too.
right.
But Paul George and Kawhi Leonard's kind of like the same motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm
oh yeah.
saying? They do the
But
same
so
damn
imagine
thing,
having two
like-
Kawhis coming at you at the same damn
Yeah,
time.
well, it's only one basketball, so
That's
you know what I mean?
Hey, Kawhi's not afraid
Yeah,
to
that's,
dish
that's
it.
like the Westbrook and Harden thing. I think a little bit.
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
that-
It's,
How do you think that's working out right now? I've only seen like 3 of their game, and I honestly haven't seen anything that would make me suspect there's headbutting or an argument or anything like that going on over who gets the ball more.
well. See, you think
'Cause Russ likes
the
to pass
thing
it
is
anyway.
right now, like a lot of the times they're not on the floor together.
That,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? So D'Antoni will take one out and man have the other one in.
That's
I mean,
facts, yeah.
you know, they'll start together and finish together. But other than that, either Harden or Westbrook's on the floor because they both need the ball.
That's
like,
very, yeah,
you know
very
what I'm
true.
saying? So they running the offense on their own time, I guess. But they got to figure out how to play together because, come playoff time, you can't be doing that.
Exactly.
Like,
That's very, very true. But that's smart. If you can do that, like, I think, I mean, we never had two stars at that caliber at the same time in recent time. Obviously, the 2008, 2010, or whatever we did. But, like, right now.
They was all different type of players. Though.
Yeah,
like,
we have a bunch of really good or close to next level players like the Tatums, the Browns, the Walker's. He's the guy. You know, we have a bunch of people that could eventually be a star. Do you think it's bad that we have, say, three of them? We'll call it between Kemba, or four: Kemba, Hayward, Brown, and Tatum.
And if I don't bring up Taco Fall,
Well,
Apex is gonna hate me.
I was definitely gonna bring Taco up a little bit
Taco
because
Fall.
I wanted to talk Taco Mania after. But do you
Yeah.
think that's gonna be bad for the growth of Tatum and Brown, having them be not always the first or necessarily second option, especially when Gordon's going off for
Question
48?
for you: do you think that Brown deserved all that bread?
Ooh, I'm the worst person to ask this. I do. I think.
You think so?
I think it was a smart decision to give him the money for multiple reasons. One, instead of just watching him walk next year, we have the potential, if it seems like he's going to want to be out or whatever, we have the potential to trade him as opposed to just losing him, you know? And we made the contract pretty enough that we can get a nice piece of something coming back,
Not
you
to
know?
mention, we have a lot of.
But I also,
lot
at
of
the
money.
same time, I believe in Danny and Brad's foresight. So I think that he's not necessarily worth, 130 this very day. But
Okay,
I think he's building towards being worth that before.
So we paying people for potential. That's what we doing.
When you see
When you
see
have cap
superstar
space, you do.
potential and cap space,
Cap space, yeah, that's
that's
true.
true.
Too.
So when you have the cap space,
Yeah.
which is very true, and like you said, you have an eye like Danny, you get an eye like Brad Stevens, looking at these kids and going, I see with the trajectory in which you're going, and I think, like I said, today maybe not 130, but halfway through the season next year, he might have bloomed into the next
Superstar, you think so?
Paul
I don't
Pierce or
really
something like
see
that.
it in him. I see it more in Tatum.
I see it.
Of course.
100%.
Yeah.
I can agree with that. I wish
But we have him for like another year, right? So
Well,
we'll
that's the
re-sign
thing.
him next year.
we gotta
same
do.
time?
We gotta go through the same shit with him next
Yeah.
year. It would have been easier if Tatum was first and then Brown, where we could have been like, absolutely, Tatum. Here's the money. You
Yeah.
earned it so far, and will earn it. Whereas, and then Brown, you don't necessarily have to pay him more than that, because I don't think Brown thinks that he's a better player than Tatum. I would hope he doesn't. I love Brown. and I love Tatum,
He's
but-
a humble kid. And then you got to think smart, too. He's not getting any younger. His contract is
He
what?
got paid
In the
too,
middle
like
of
a
it?
what, like a good
He got
80,
15.
He got 8, yeah.
He got 15 a year.
15 a
Yeah.
year.
Yeah, for 80 or 90 for like 4. Yeah.
Y'all think
like
that was good?
Marcus Smart, he is like, for me, he's like what Al Horford was. Everyone always hates on Marcus Smart, and they did on Al Horford, saying he's overpaid, all that, but he's not going to be fucking tearing up the stat sheet by any means on most nights, but he's going to give you huge plays on defense, huge, offensive rebounds and stuff like that you're not expecting from him, especially someone his size. He's doing things that really you don't expect someone his size to have to do, but he's the heart and soul of the team, especially on the defensive end. So I think to an extent, he is. You can't really pay him too much, meaning I don't think he can be overpaid unless you throw 150 at him or something like that, But he's not gonna get a super max.
Nah,
But 80 for 4, 90 for 4, I don't hate that. He hasn't. That's the thing too. He's been here for so long, loyal to us, a very integral part of 3 different versions of the Celtics. From the 2008 team to the in-between guys with the,
Avery Bradley's and the Rondos.
exactly them guys, and then to now, he was never the guy, but he was always a huge part of why we were successful and why we were
Marcus
so
Smart
gritty.
Been around that long though?
Yeah, he's been around since then. Yeah, from
Shit.
was it Ohio? No, where'd he go? Texas A&M, I think,
Okay.
right? Yeah, I think he came year after Rondo, before Rondo maybe. He's been with us for a minute, absolutely.
Yeah, he's been with us
One of
for
my
a minute.
favorite low-key Celtics.
Since Rondo, definitely.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. Since Rondo, he's been.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's talk about the big old Taco in the room. Taco, what do you think of the whole Taco Fall just allure? Because do you think he's a good player? Do you
big
think
dude,
that's
man.
a really big dude that can be tuned into
How tall
an
is he?
amazing
I believe 7'6".
7'6".
tallest person to ever be in the
7'7",
NBA. 7'6", 7'7", tallest person ever in the NBA. He's also the 26th tallest person in the whole world.
That's crazy.
26 out of 7.5 billion or so people
Yeah,
in
it's
the whole
crazy
world.
because he can move for a dude 7'6".
Exactly.
The only thing
He's
I'm
light on
worried
his
about
feet.
is like, yo, you're that big, you're running up and down the court, you're jumping around and everything, like you can get hurt.
You
quick.
see that
Same
episode?
thing
He's-
happened to
he's-
Yao
he's
Ming,
frail. You
You
like,
see
yeah,
South Park
man.
when he had his knees replaced
Oh yeah,
with ball sacks?
Absolutely, yes.
That's what's gonna happen. He's gonna go for a big jump and then he's gonna blow his knees out.
yeah.
Or his ankles.
I hope not, but that is the big fear with all
That's
big
all
men,
their
especially
problem.
7 foot and taller
Carrying
like
around
that.
a lot of weight, you're running up and down the court at
But that's the thing about-
7'6", bro.
That's the thing about him,
tall
though.
as fuck.
Yeah, but he is only about
Like, bro.
230, which
Yeah.
at 7'6", that's very light.
That's light.
That's real light. That's light.
230,
Yeah, that's
Like
not
yeah.
bad.
LeBron is 6 inches shorter. I'm sorry, a foot shorter, just about, and is what almost 300, 285 or something like that, right? So it's like, yeah, something in that range. Well, you're the Lakers guy.
Yeah, I don't know that man's weight.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
But he's something in that range. He's 280 or something like that. Because Skip and them say it all the time.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is a big difference. It's spread out more. He thins out. It thins him out more, being a foot taller than someone that's a little less. I mean, weighs a little.
They
more
got him
than
in the G League right now.
Yeah,
right?
him on the claws. Oh,
The
that
claws,
reminds
yeah.
me. He's there. Guess who else? We just put Romeo Langford down there. That was a number 1 overall. Well, not overall, but our first pick of this
First,
draft.
okay.
Which was a bust, obviously, because we got him dropped down there, and we have
Ladies and
2
gentlemen,
players that we drafted
we got
after him still playing more minutes than he is, or playing at all, in Carson Edwards and Grant Williams, who I love both of them. And then we have Green, who was undrafted. So if we got those 2 dudes over our number 1 pick still on the roster, I think you can consider that a bust, unfortunately. But that he is down refining his skills in Maine, as is Taco. I think under the right care, Taco can be a top defender at the very least in this league. Average like 4 or 5 blocks, something
Blocks a
ridiculous
game.
a game. Yeah.
He
And
ain't
then,
throwing no floaters over Taco Fall. bro.
no, exactly. You see,
What's
after
his wingspan? 8'6"?
8'2", I think it was.
Yeah.
His wingspan is 8 and some change feet. That's ridiculous. You're not floating anything over that, like you said. Did you see KD tweet that someone on the Cavs during one of the preseason games tried to finesse around him and up and under, and then Taco just fucking. So
right.
he said you can't try to finesse this man. He's gonna block every time.
Yeah.
So you got someone like KD over there, big up in him. I think he has a chance to do something, make a little noise in this league. And I hope so, because to me he's the new Scalabrini. He's the playing mascot. He's an active roster member, but he's
It's
really
already
like a
fan
mascot for
favorite
us.
already.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. Any team should, I'm glad we did, but I know he would have been on a team, probably a bad team, just strictly off of selling jerseys, or not necessarily jerseys, but tickets. People are going to want to go where they're fucking Halloween taco costumes and shit, and go have a good time, just watch Taco Fall play for 4 minutes, make 4 or 5 blocks, something like that.
yeah.
So yeah, I think he could be good for us even before he really refines his skills and becomes a genuinely really good player. That he's gonna put asses in seats, and he gets the crowd into it. He stands up when Brad says his name, and he stands up to go. He's not even walking over to the check-in yet, and the crowd's going insane.
Not bad, man.
So that itself is just good morale for the team. I know he would have been on a team,
You know?
Yeah, I do know. Hey, that sounded familiar. What do you say? What do you say we play a little bit of music real quick? We're gonna go out front, take our medicine, and yeah, we'll be right back. Fully Focused Podcast. We got Chaz right in the building with us. Make sure you stay tuned. We'll be right back. Yeah.
I need a million a week. I need a million a week. I don't let these niggas speak. Politicking with the weak. Something I can't do a beat. But when it come to a beat, boy, I'm a beast. So you can see, I need a million a week. I need a million a week.
All up in cash, half to the fan, half in the stash. Foot on the gas, moving all fast. Speeding through life, praying that I don't crash. We chasing this bread, I stay with the steel. I know you don't like it, but fuck how you feel. This is the mob, my niggas are dogs. You washing, you snitching, you mad, we go hard. I'm not for the games, I stay in my lane. We both from the hood, but we not the same. You dropping that garb, I give them that flame. You won't do a thing, I'm bringing that pain. I'm getting my worth, no if or no maybes. You niggas is shady, so fuck you and pay me. I stay on my grizzy, I won't let them play me. A million a week, like this was the 80s.
I need a million a week. I need a million a week. I don't let these niggas speak. Politicking with the weak. Something I can't do a beat. But when it come to a beat, boy, I'm a beast. So you can see, I need a million a week. That's all I got time for. 2, 3, 4, 5 more. Do this rap shit in my sleep, nigga. What the fuck I gotta try for? We can get it sparking in this bitch like July 4. Twin 38s with me, fuck I gotta lie for. You don't even know the half, even let you niggas do the math. And you still got it wrong, think you niggas need to try more. See, these niggas treated me like I was something to throw away. Ignore me, and they thought that I would just go away. They didn't know that I stand alone. They didn't know that I'm on my own. They didn't know that I stand undefeated and I should be seated down on the throne. I ain't here to tell no lie. They know I wanted it and they know why. I remember I ain't have a dime, had me walking in the rain. And I'm thinking it's the whole time. That's again and again, praying it never do end. Swear every day I'ma ride a new rave. Park it and then I'ma buy it again. I need a million a week. I need a million a week. I don't let these niggas speak. Politicking with the weak. Something I can't do a beat. But when it come to a beat, boy, I'm a beast. So you can see, I need a million a week.
First it's the money, then power. I'm in the kitchen for hours. Half a quarter to a million. Water dripping through the city. Eddie Fish, I'm already lit. Just call me Ready Whip. Got a bad bitch that run the town for me. That's my honey dip. Got the trap feeling like it's Mardi Gras. Ooh, bitch hot like it's Cajun. When I see the plug, it's that China white sauce. But he don't look Asian. Wise man said be patient. Since a youngin' a nigga been racing. Till I ran it up and see my first million. And learn how to pace it. Loyalty over royalty. Yeah, them chains is cool, but need lawyer fees. And them kids be lurking trying to tax a fee. But ain't no extorting me. Niggas is fools, claiming they packing some wolves. But they really is sheep. Carnival Pete, CV, bitch in my sheets. No, she ain't cheap. I need a million a week. I need a million a week. I don't let these niggas speak. Politicking with the weak. Something I can't do a beat. But when it come to a beat, boy, I'm a beast. So you can see, I need a million a week.
You mix it up like this, you know, man. Mix it up like this. 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 Mix it up like this.
I got the streets waiting for me. They love the way that I mix. I want them copping me islands. You want them copping you kids. You researching and profiling, still you can't mix it like this. I'm in this kitchen just whipping. Look at the flick of the wrist. I'm cooking salmon for savages, mixing sips for my sisters. Just out here styling like Iverson, crossing cats from my sixes. Know they gon' try to ban me. Cause I rep for the family. I made they team take a seat, and that's probably why they can't stand me. I mean, so rock and Sprite or better. Red Bull and rum, you better. Ooh, like old best friend, no, they hate the way we reppin'. I be swerving, no suspension. Y'all too broke to pay attention. So my name you need not mention in the back of that black on black. Got me feeling presidential. Loud ass music while I'm cruising around your residential. Got that lasso in the crowd, they think I'm disrespectful. Couple immigrants just killing it on instrumental. Yeah, y'all. You better. You gotta. You better. You better. You gotta. You better. Yo, my chemistry's Dominican if you can't tell. Trick, my florist making me arrangements, call it trail mix. You niggas trips, I swear to God, still on that stale shit. True to my flow, and now they sick, I'm taking sale real quick. Kept my seat down real low. Mix Patron with my Prosecco, then I mix it real slow. Round the way, chick, you know. Boss, I got that Hugo. Been around them dog types, yeah, I call them Cujo. Yo, this for the ones who don't sell their souls. Ain't scared to stand up and rep they hood. Came from a place where you lanes don't go. Deep down inside, know they wish they could. Keep it brave heart like Nazir. And them trays tucked in my brassiere. Throw them kiss and them bangs up and them flames up. We don't change up, we just Yow. Yeah, yow. You better. You gotta. You better. You better. You gotta. You better.
Like a ball, and then explode. I'm going. I can't swim. I'm going. No, I'm not going.
You gotta be yourself. Can't nobody walk in your shoes. You do what you're told, I ain't like it. Rebel all my life, I'm the idol. No frontiers, color shine. Don't listen to no one who's behind you. If you do what you're told, I ain't like you. Rebel all my life, I'm your idol. No fronts here, true color shine. Don't listen to no one who's behind you. All these demons see him running loose. They be plotting on me, cause I got the juice. Me recognize what? Who the hell is you? Never hitting like, but be watching my moves. I'm so in tune, and they out the loop. Can't put my arm down for you, I'm busy on the roof. If you think you made me, you crazy. I am a boss like I'm Jay-Z. Female but far from a lady. In hip-hop, I know that it's safe. Don't judge me, this all me. If I can't reach you, don't call me. See, I'm done with the fakes. Get the fuck out my lane, what is you saying? Y'all are insane, and won't be around to be causing me pain. I make it rain, this talent all up in my veins. I am a beast, and nothing at all can make me sane. If you do what you told, I ain't like you. A rebel all my life, I'm your idol. No fronts here, true colors shine through. Don't listen to no one who's behind you. If you do what you told, I ain't like you. A rebel all my life, I'm your idol. No fronts here, true colors shine through. Don't listen to no one.
I'm your idol, your highest title, numero uno. I move weight like a sumo. That bitch shaped like Nouveau. I got 3 dots in my 2-dough. I chase bags, never chase a bitch. They want me in the can like tuna fish. They caught me with a glizzy and extended clips. I can turn your block to a noose. I'm up my bag, these niggas are mad. These niggas are joke, these niggas are broke. I don't get high, but while I'm smoke, I know that you won't. I'm hoping you will. I'm fresh out of jail, I got them hitters. They got them ladders, they ready to kill, they bringing the pain. I'm cooking the coke, I'm cutting the cane, I stay with the pole. I'm up at the pole, I'll leave you a stain, bringing the pain. I'm cooking the coke, I'm cutting the cane, I stay with the pole. I'm up at the pole, I'll leave you a stain.
If you do what you told, I ain't like you. A rebel all my life, I'm your idol. No fronts here, true colors shine through. Don't listen to no one who's behind you. If you do what you told, I ain't like you. A rebel all my life, I'm your idol. No fronts here, true colors shine through. Don't listen to no one who's behind you.
Rob P. Hamza. Hillside, what up? Hey, yo, my man Hack. Give me home soon.
up in this bitch.
I remember we were sitting on the stoop as kids. You told me that money always comes back, man.
Damn, son, where'd you
It's like a
find
boomerang.
this?
Cop that work and do my thing. I do this, man. Watch that money coming back. Boomerang, coops and chains. Fair to say we truly paid. Shooters aim. Play with me, them toolies bang. Cop that work and do my thing. I do this, man. Watch that money coming back. Boomerang, coops and chains. Fair to say we truly paid. Shooters aim. Play with me, them toolies bang. Hella cash, I be watching for that okey doke. With my drillers counting money in the poker nose. Keep it with me, that's that long nose Pinocchio. Got them shooters turn your J's into open toes. Sipping Henny and I'm blowing on that purple dope. Make a toast to all this bread, I got a loaf. I'm really working, I'm eating now, that's for certain. And shorty with me, she got them perks up in the Birkin. Earn my stripe, picture white, David Price. Money calling out of town, I'm taking flight. Breaking night, never been the patient type. Wavy type, I'm the shit, baby white. I'm eating now, I'm working and they pay me nice. If rap's dead, they brought me here to save his life. Running laps around you lames, you may be right. Who you sleeping on? Say got that work and do my thing. I do this, man. Watch that money coming back. Boomerang, coops and chains. Fair to say we truly paid. Shooters aim. Play with me, them toolies bang. Got that work and do my thing. I do this, man. Watch that money coming back. Boomerang, coops and chains. Fair to say we truly paid. Shooters aim. Play with me, them toolies bang. I be watching they some motherfucking cocky haters. Put their bodies on ice. Hockey players need the paper. My dope so loud it wake the neighbors. I'm counting dough. This be that Perico flow. I be sprinting to the bag. M. Jones. A lot of suckers real mad. The kids home. Same city, but we are in a different zone. Different bro. Squeeze pistols, we official. Plus I wear that 4-5 D Mitchell. If my hitters is on deck, I'm in the baddest box. Hear that hammer talking, hear chatterbox. I cut your team out the picture. Photoshop, loaded Glocks, waiting for my flow to pop. Trap monster, gotta get some blow to chop. Plus your man sweet, soda pop. Plus your man sweet, soda pop. Got that work and do my thing. I do this, man. Watch that money coming back. Boomerang, coops and chains. Fair to say we truly paid. Shooters aim. Play with me, them toolies bang. Got that work and do my thing. I do this, man. Watch that money coming back.
Boomerang, coops and chains. Fair to say we truly paid. Shooters aim. Play with me, them toolies bang.
What up, world? Your boy, the kid. We're back. Fully focused podcast. Excuse me. Fully focused podcast. We're back. Don't mind us. That was the smoothest transition you'll see all night. Chaz Ray is still in the building with us.
Yeah, what up?
Swagg song over there in the corner being the man, the voice off camera. Many voices off camera.
I'm trying.
Over there pushing buttons.
Yeah,
man.
but we got Chaz in the building. We were just talking a segment or two ago about you got some music, a whole lot of music on the works right now. You got an album you're in the process of finishing.
Definitely.
How about, and you got any shows lined up to promote that, or are you going to get that going soon?
As of right now, nah. Actually, we just did the show, what was that, last week, 2 weeks ago? I think it was
about 2 weeks ago now,
about 2 weeks ago, we did the UGN show over at Sammy's. Shout out to Smooth. We did the Up in Smoke Volume 2. And before that, I was out in Atlanta during A3C week. We did a few events out there as well.
How'd the AC3 go?
AC3 was dope, man. It's definitely a dope experience for all independent artists. We did a bunch of events. And I was at a SoundCloud event out there, and
I
it was
seen
fucking,
that was
shit
dope.
was like at least 300-400 people in there. So you know what I'm saying, I did a lot of networking. I got a lot of people. We just in there because the first day they had a network. It was just a networking event.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, the first day everybody came through. The DJ was spin your song if you're there. You know what I'm saying, just send them your song. Everybody's in there networking, exchanging information. Everybody's from different places, so it was dope. Like
that sounds
you got people from Atlanta, you got people from Philly, you got people from New York, Carolinas. You know what I'm saying? People coming from Cali, like so Texas, like so that's just always dope to be involved in events like that where you can just network. The second day they had performances and everything. That's when I had posted, it was like at least 300-400 people.
That looked
in
real
there.
lit.
Like, So shout out to SoundCloud, man. It was a SoundCloud event. So
run me through that night. How did that end up doing? I know it was the first night. You came in, DJ was spinning everyone's songs and networking and all that. But did you book that show in advance? Or did you book that the night before the networking event?
Actually, it was like 2 weeks before. Like 2 weeks ahead of time. You know what I'm saying? But I got plugged into it on a quick tip, like, you know what I'm saying? So, definitely, like, she was dope, like, man. So, I met a lot of people out there. Shout out to everybody, man, at those festivals, whether A3C, South by Southwest. But man. I'm trying to do those every year.
Yeah. So, give me a similarity and a difference between a Boston show, like a good Boston show, and a good show out there. What's
a Boston and Atlanta show? It depends, cause you know how it is out here. Like Boston people, I'm not saying all. They gonna rock with who they came with. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is out here. Like if you unless you gotta just fucking absolutely be bodying and shit.
You gotta
like,
be Millers.
You know what I'm saying? Cause out here they'll rock with you, but from a distance. Like, you know what I'm saying? If they didn't come there with you, then it's like, nah, I'm cheering for my man. You go out in Atlanta, if you kill it, you killed it. Like, everybody's fucking with it. Like, that's just what it is. Everybody's showing love. Everybody's friendly. And I'm saying everybody's there for the purpose of networking. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times out here, it depends what show. It depends who. Honestly, it depends whose show you do out here. Because mine's, because mine's is actually a networking event. You know what I'm saying? But like even before I do my shows, I see a lot of shows where people's just standing there and not really networking with each other. Like, and I don't understand that. Like, you know what I'm saying? You want to get in there. You want to meet everybody in that room. You want to get everybody's Instagram in that room. You don't know where these people are from. You know what I'm saying?
Who they know,
my man just jumped on my IG Live, North Coast, you know what I'm saying, EDH. I did one of his shows too out there. He's from Cleveland, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, that's another plug, right?
So like you were saying before about it is very, very true that, you know, it's harder to get Boston people to support Boston people. Boston artists support Boston artists, or even
Yeah.
Boston people, not even just artists. Like the dude down the street might tell you your joint's hot, but he's not coming to your show necessarily.
Yeah.
Did you notice that? Is it like that with Atlanta? I know you said you got shown love because you went up there, you did your thing as you always do.
You know,
all these
back and forth.
exactly
bro.
these out of staters came, but are they showing the Atlanta guys love in Atlanta as well, or is it like it is here?
I would say yeah, like because it's like a lot of them already know each other. Like some
Shit,
shows
we all know each
yeah,
other.
That's what I'm saying. Like out here, it's like we all know each other, and it's still like everybody's still kind of separated type of deal at the events and shit like that.
Yeah.
But like it's weird, man. But that's why I like traveling because I wanna different atmospheres. Like every place is different, so. Like even going from Atlanta, going to Miami. Before Atlanta, I was in Miami. I did Miami Live. That was a dope event too. Like that shit was jam packed. Like and everybody out there wasn't even from Miami. Like
Right.
It was Labor Day weekend, so a lot of artists was down there from different states as well. And so I was down there. I was networking. You know what I'm saying? I met a lot of people down there as well. So as me, bro, I like traveling. Like I will travel by myself and get to that show and do that show. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And I know, it was only New York, but I can give a little
Yeah.
story.
Yeah.
You were, this is when you were like, you've always been grinding hard. You've always been really busy, keeping yourself active in not only our community, but the hip hop community in general, around the nation, really.
Yeah.
And then one time you just needed someone to come and hold the camera for you. I was like, man, I'm gonna miss some work. I'm gonna be broke. I can't do that. He said, just come hold the camera for me. Bring you to the strip club with me where we're doing the video.
Yeah,
pour you some Hennessy. You're gonna stay in the hotel and all that.
Me and Kid, hold on, who was it? Sticks.
Sticks, yeah.
Yeah, we bought 2 bottles of Hennessy that night,
Yeah.
man. I don't even really buy bottles in the club, but we was in the
2.
strip club. We was good. We had the cameras rolling and everything. I'm like, yo, we getting 2 bottles tonight, bro.
Yeah.
Like, let's go.
Sparklers coming all night, all way. All the bitches like, ooh, what's going on? There's fireworks
It's
going on over that
crazy,
bitch.
man, because we got the whole thing filmed. I never really put most of that out, bro.
That was for a song that was
it was
never
supposed to be for a video, but I kind of changed the direction of it.
Right.
Bit, but we still got the footage at the crib on the laptop. And
Yeah,
the sneak
you can
cut.
throw that as B-roll in just about anything.
in the sneak cut folder real quick. You know what I'm saying?
But that story just reminds me every time of the actual grind. You used to go by what was it? Grind.
Oh man,
Steady Grind.
Man. Yeah.
Steady Grind ENT,
ENT.
and that was that's you were still Steady Grind at the time, and that was the perfect name for you because you're grinding harder than just about anyone out here, and steadily had that. You know what I mean? Constantly doing something. Everyone else is back in Boston. You're like, nah, I'm off to New York. I got a spot with my boy Amadeus. He's gonna hook us up in the strip club. Get all that shit. Big shout out to Amadeus too.
That was the Chief Keef show.
That was
too,
the Chief,
right?
exactly. Yeah, exactly. It wasn't just some random night at the club either. It was. You're right, Chief Keef and that DJ chick, the chick from like Love and Hip Hop or whatever. There was some DJ.
real?
Some DJ was in the building too. Yeah.
Nah, it was DJ Self, right?
Self. Oh yeah,
DJ
you're right. You're
Self
right. It was
there.
Self.
Yeah,
Self.
DJ Self.
That's right. Yeah.
Love and Hip Hop. Yeah.
Yep. So yeah. That was good. That was a big time, good experience for me. Opened my eyes that shit. There is more than Boston out here. Like obviously I knew that. Obviously starting in the hip hop field, be it rapping, DJing, and everything in between. I was listening to New York artists and Cali artists and shit like that first, but physically I didn't. That was the first time I've maybe the first time I really seen the scene outside of our general area. It opened the world up to me,
dope,
opened my mind up to the world. So I appreciate you bringing me on in for that as well. And it, like I said, just goes to show your grind. You were ready to pay the next guy's bill so he can come and hold the camera for you, basically.
Basically, yeah.
So now the Underground Network, that's what, 3 years strong now, yeah?
Yeah, man.
Bring me back to the original, damn indeed. Bring me back to the original mindset. How'd the name come about? I know it makes sense. It's the concept of the show is underground artists coming to network together.
Yeah.
So I guess somebody just said it for you.
You basically just hit it on the head, bro. Yeah. UGN was started 3 years ago. I wanted to come up with a name for the showcase and hold on. I've been throwing shows before then. I kind of been throwing shows probably like 8 years.
I was going to say 6, 7 years. I know at least.
Yeah, at least. Well, we branded it off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, we were still using the same spot anyway, so it was kind of like whatever. But Yeah, man. I just figured we can come up with a brand for it, and it kind of stuck. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It stuck.
Yeah,
You stuck the
like,
landing on that big time.
Especially when we made the shirts and everything.
Bingo, that's
like,
exactly what I'm about to get at.
It definitely became a staple in Boston for underground artists. Like, I can say, like, almost every underground artist has been to
UGN?
the UGN
That's fact.
event over the past 3 years. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody that's coming up, there's people that's been established that came through.
As well, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's always been love. We always had dope times. We never had no issues at none of my events. It's always dope. You DJing or Apex is DJing.
Shout out to
You know what I'm
Apex.
saying? Every time. Like, Sammy always showing love.
Yeah. Major
Yeah,
shout out to Sam. I
man.
love that
Yeah,
guy.
yeah.
Quick side note: don't play him in Words with Friends because he will whoop your ass. Yo, the other day he sent me the request. He's like, "Oh, word, let me throw my 30-point word in there." I thought I was the man with like four-letter word, 30-something points, and he hit me with a 3 or 4-letter word for 150. I was like, "Oh shit."
That's crazy.
So yeah, don't go. You don't want to with Sammy on the Words with Friends.
Word. Oh yeah, nah, that showcase definitely ongoing. I kind of slowed down the last few months, you know what I'm saying? But we was doing that like every month for like 2 years, 2.5 years, you know what I'm saying?
That's one thing that impressed me most and shows me that I knew a year and almost not even a year in that UGN isn't just going to be this set of shows that we do a couple times or whatever. Because you're doing them consistently once a month, and I can't name another event that was a series once a month that lasted longer than 4 months.
Yeah.
You know, and was still popping. I've seen dudes drag it out 6 to 9 to a year, but you know, you get 12 people at best at a show, and that includes the 7 artists that you booked.
Well,
You know,
it depends who you're kind of targeting. Like, we had a lot of artists from Boston, but then we had a lot of people from outside of Boston too, Rhode Island, Connecticut, people coming down from Vermont, you know what I'm saying, Maine, you know what I'm saying, New Hampshire, all that. Like, we had like the whole New England coming by to do this show. It just wasn't like a Boston thing, like, you know what I'm saying. There was even a couple of people from like New York and stuff that came down as well. You know what I mean? Like, we always had dope events. Like, even when we had D Block in there, shout out to Snipe Lyfe, that was a dope event.
Vado as well.
And we had Vado come through. That was fire. You know what I mean? The Shade 45 events, those were always like a good turnout as well.
Absolutely.
And even before that, we had competitions where we was giving out like radio interviews, video shoots, photo shoots, you know what I'm saying? So I always wanted to give back because I see a lot of artists, they don't be having the extra, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
What I mean by that is like, a lot of people go to the studio and record, they post it, and that's it. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't really see too much after that. Like, you got to do more than just be going to the studio and just recording. So I wanted the platform to be something where, like, I could give you that video shoot. I can give you the photo shoot that you need without you having to come out your pocket.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? All you got to do is participate and kill the show.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you the top 3 performer out of these 12 artists or however many that we have on there? You know what I'm saying?
And you always came through with the gift, the prize.
Yeah,
be it
for
the interview
sure.
on Shade 45, a fucking bottle of something, whatever, everything in between. You see almost all these shows say, oh, $100 prize or win this or win that. And by the end of the night, the person's waiting like this, like, where's that? And like, oh, no, the other promoter had that. You know, I've never seen that happen with any Jazz Ray event, be it Underground Network
that
or
should
otherwise.
be a scheme to get you in the building. Then at the end of the night, you looking around, the promoter
Like,
ain't even there no more. Like, he left an hour ago. Like,
yes, exactly. Yeah, bingo. So yeah, big shout out to Chaz Ray. We appreciate you and everything you've done and Underground Network has done for the local scene. It's honestly, I'll snap that one. Most definitely. I've met probably half the people that I know musically at Underground Network events, and a lot of them I'm personal friends with now, not just a business thing. So I appreciate that, and I know I'm very far from the only person that experienced that.
Yeah.
So you have anything else you want to talk about Underground, or you want to get into the album?
Yeah, I mean, we can get into the album, man.
What's the vibe of the album? I know you said you don't have a title yet.
Nah, I mean, I don't really have a title yet, but I mean, I kind of got a few like ideas of where it's going, but like the vibes on the album is crazy. The last 2 records I put out was "Come See Me" and "Leave Her Alone." So there's like it's kind of like half and half. You kind of got that kind of vibe, and then the song that you played earlier, you kind of got that kind of vibe. You know what I mean? It'll make the foot repeat type of vibe, like old type of shit. Like, you know what I mean? So it's definitely gonna be dope, man. It's gonna be like 10 songs. King Meezy produced a lot of those beats. He did "Come See Me"
Alone
and he
those
did
beats are fire.
"Leave Her Alone." So he did a few more beats on that project as well. So it's gonna be dope. We should get that going by like what we in November. Like by January we gonna hit them. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna be going. We gonna be getting that shit going, dog. I'm gonna drop another song probably in like a week, man. So
is it gonna be this year? Tell Me Nothing.
I think that might.
I think
be
that's
it.
the one.
I think that might be it. Because
that's gonna get the
I think they want
they
want me to turn the auto tune off real quick. You know what
I
I'm
mean, you
saying,
gave
to
us
get
2
back
lady
to it.
tracks, which you cannot fault you for that. That's who goes out to shows. If that's or not Boston, but the ladies buy records. The ladies go out to shows.
Yo, that's my biggest song. That's why you know what I'm saying. I like when "Leave Her Alone" came out. That was my biggest song, and I'm like, that's when I was just fucking with the auto tune. Like, let me play with it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, let me play with it, see what I could do with it. You know what I'm saying? So turned it on. We in the studio with my guy Fresh. He's toning it up and everything. Shout out to Fresh. You know
he moved yet? I know
he moved to California.
He did already.
Yeah.
Man, shout out to Fresh.
Yeah, man. So he kind of hooked it up. It's always dope to have a good engineer. And then after that, I realized like all the buzz I got off of the "Leave Her Alone," and I'm like, yo, I gotta do a song just full auto tune and just body this shit. Like, so that's how "Come See Me" came about. Like, because that was the whole vibe of it. Like, Then
they have very similar vibes.
Yeah. And it was playing at another radio station. The Cypher Radio.
Oh, yep. Shout out them guys.
And one of the people was like, damn, you want some T-Pain shit? I'm like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that just hit me, because you know me, my style was not like that.
It was never,
like,
you always,
like,
it was always a hood track.
Yeah,
Every single track.
man, like all the time. So I kind of grew out of that and try to switch it up, because I want to make music for like radio and shit too.
Exactly.
Like, I like making commercial music as well as street music. So I'm trying to find that good balance, and that's where the album's gonna be. It's gonna be a good balance of like street records and like a commercial sound, like, you know what I'm saying? So be on the lookout, man.
Be
like,
on the lookout.
It's fire.
So you said there's no title yet, but are you kicking around anything like some ideas? This might be it.
Kind of. My cousins actually kicked me idea. I was talking on. He said, you know the vibes. He was like, there's a lot of vibes on here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when he said it to me, I was like, yo, cuz. I was like, yo, you might have just gave me my album name. Like, he was like, yo,
that might be the one.
Because like at the beginning of like a few tracks, maybe like 2 or 3 songs, I said it. Yeah, you know the vibes. Like in the beginning of this, and that's like, I wasn't thinking of a title or anything. I was just saying the shit because the song just has that kind of vibe to it.
Word.
So he was like, yo, you should name your album, you know the vibes, or something like that. And I'm like,
it was at this moment he knew.
that might be a good idea. But I mean, that's not 100% like all the way there, you know what I'm saying? We're still working on it.
I do like that though.
Got a few features. Shout out to my man D Griffey, he's on it.
Yeah.
My man LX the artist, aka Larry
Boy,
Love.
we got Larry Love, LX coming in 2 weeks.
Oh word, shout
Very
out to
excited
LX.
to see him.
You know what I'm saying? He said he was supposed to be the first interview.
Yeah, I was talking about that. Things happened. He was going to be.
Big Chaz cut the line, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Word. But who else is even on there? LX, D Griffey. And as of right now, those are the only 2 features. Like, you know what I'm saying? The rest is just me going in, showing my creativity and everything, man. So it's definitely going to be everywhere, all streaming platforms, all that, man. And while you at it, go check the last album, too.
Yeah, go check that. What's that one called?
The Grand Opening.
Grand Opening, that's on all streaming sites as well.
Go check that on Spotify, iHeart, Apple, all that, man.
And if you really want to get into it, you can check out YouTube and see videos from like 12 years ago.
Oh, yeah. Nah, man.
Little baby Chaz.
You go on YouTube
He's been
and
doing
type
it for a
my
long
name
time.
in, man. Yeah, you'll see videos from like at least 10 years ago. Like,
yes.
you And man, I've been around, like, so that's why I like traveling now, because it's like a new experience.
Yeah, you've
like,
done all of New England.
Yeah,
extensively.
we circled New England a few times, so it's like you got to get out of here and move around. Like, I love doing shows out here, of course. That's why I throw my own shows and I put other artists on to do shows. You know what I'm saying? But I like I like going to Atlanta. I like going to Miami, Texas, LA, bro.
Which of the states is best, in your opinion, the best hip hop state that you've visited so far?
Right now, it gotta be Atlanta.
Atlanta, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Atlanta's held the crown for a long time.
New York, if you get the right show, it's definitely, you know what I mean? New York is New York, but yeah, I mean, you gotta get the right show. But Atlanta, I've done a lot of shows in Atlanta. It's just the vibes out there is always great. Like, you know what I'm saying, when you're at a show, because everybody came there for that purpose. Like, sometimes, you know how out here is, like, everybody ain't come here for the show. So they're like, yo, I got to sit here and watch these dudes perform. And they hate on you because you're not so big or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But you could be fire killing it. Like,
Absolutely.
you know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. Like,
some of the best artists that I know and I like to listen to, you have no idea who they are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's the thing, is that's these type of events, the Underground Network type events, or the SoundCloud events out at AC3 are the best type of events to find.
For sure.
You might find the next, like, you might see someone in Atlanta,
bro, like,
and then in a month they're fucking selling 1 million records, you know?
Yeah, nah, like, I can be in a car playing a record. One of the homies would be like, yo, who's this? Tell him who it is. Like, oh, word? I'm like, yeah, bro, he lived down the street.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying? These niggas is like, oh, like, all right. Like,
exactly.
Come on.
So before we get into this leave her alone joint, I want to ask you one question. Since fuck you, asshole. since yeah, I mean, that's your thing. You really it's like Uncle Chaz to these young hip hop artists coming up. You gave them the platform. What is the best? What's the best advice you can give a young artist just starting, like 1, 2, 3 years and getting their toes into the water? What's the best advice you can give one of these young artists trying to make it out there?
I would say to perfect your craft before you just start releasing everything. You know what I'm saying? You kind of got to have a certain image of what you want to do, and I wouldn't say like be an actor or anything like that, but be you, but you still have to have like a certain image going on, whether depending on what style you're taking,
like you
anyway.
said, don't be fake.
But don't be fake. But you know what I mean, sometimes you gotta do a little extra.
You gotta be exactly. Be you,
sometimes
just be extra. You.
Sometimes you gotta turn it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But nah, you just gotta stay steady, stay consistent. A lot of things is like, I see a lot of people do like home studios and shit. Record professionally, man. Have great quality music. A lot of people will take your music more serious, like get your music distributed, like all that, the promotions, like you just gotta use. I mean, yeah, man, because the promotions be more important than the shows most times. Like, it really is. Like, yeah, man. So a lot of people usually go to the shows before they do any type of promotions on their music. So like, yeah, man, I would say start there really. Yeah, man, get your following up before you start going out and doing all these type of shows and shit like that. And man, you got to build a strong following to get people to really come out and support you at most of your shows. Because a lot of promoters won't book you if you don't have like people coming out supporting you. Like,
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Unfortunately, it doesn't ring true in Boston, but I know what you mean.
Yeah. I mean, nah.
Don't put anyone with $50 on the stage out here.
Yeah, nah, you're right. That's the game.
That's,
you know
but I know what you mean.
You got to learn how to avoid that. You got to know who to work with and who not to work with at that point.
The ones to work with is Chaz Ray, and the ones not to work with are to not be mentioned. We're gonna go.
I thought you was about to give them some names, bro.
I'm getting real spicy. Getting real spicy in this bitch.
Who we naming?
Let's get like a month worth of shows before I start calling people out. But I'll be doing it in about a month. Don't get me wrong.
Gotta take it to the next level.
Exactly. We're about to play this Leave Her Alone joint by Chaz Ray. Quick update on the Celtics winning 38-27 over the Hornets. We're gonna be right back with a little segment I like to call Nah, bro. We'll be right back. Fully Focused Podcast.
Yeah.
She can't leave me alone, I won't leave her alone. She can't leave me alone, I won't leave her alone. That sex so grown, shorty be blowing my phone. She can't leave me alone, I won't leave her alone. She can't leave me alone, I can't leave her alone. She can't leave me alone, I can't leave her alone. That sex so grown, shorty be blowing my phone. She can't leave me alone, I won't leave her alone. She can't leave me alone, shorty be blowing my phone. When I'm on the road, she think I'm chillin' with hoes. I'm coolin' with bro, poppin' bottles of Henny and Rose. I'm doing these shows, counting my money and slide out the door. We done did this before, hoes in my head cause they all wanna know who I came here with. You talking to her, is that your chick? Yeah, that's my chick, the one I'm leaving to the telly with. I be swerving on hoes, I be curving these hoes. Might smile in your face, might give you a hug, but never no love. I be serving them up, I push in the city, might serve you a dub. I was raised in the trenches, all my niggas done came from the mud. I can get what you want, I can get what you need, girl, I am the plug. I'm fresh to death, they love my eyes, they love the swag. I don't need a chick, I got a chick that's chasing bags. She won't leave me alone, gave her the keys to my home. That sex so grown, shorty stay blowing my phone. She can't leave me alone, I won't leave her alone. She can't leave me alone, I won't leave her alone. That sex so grown, shorty be blowing my phone. She can't leave me alone, I won't leave her alone. She can't leave me alone, I can't leave her alone. She can't leave me alone, I can't leave her alone. That sex so grown, shorty be blowing my phone. She can't leave me alone, I won't leave her alone.
She won't leave me alone. She keep calling my phone, stalking me all the day long, showing up all at my home. I shouldn't have gave her the magic stick, but I can't help it cause I mastered this. I laid the pipe down some Jurassic shit. I left her like she in the casket. She can't say no. Shorty can't leave me alone. As the scene goes, once you go black, you don't wanna go home. Excuse me 1 second, yes, I'm in the zone. She got that bump, so I answer my phone. I cannot lie when she go down for me. Shorty so great, I can't leave her alone. I give satisfaction, guarantee I do magic. Like water appear on your mattress. Like how in the hell did this happen? Make you give all your taxes. Ask her for it, she grab it. Like whatever you want, you have it. Girls like that could be tragic. Oh no, she can't say no. Shorty can't leave me alone. That's the saying goes. Once you go black, you don't wanna go home. Excuse me 1 second, yes, I'm in the zone. She got that bump, so I answer my phone. I cannot lie when she go down for me. Shorty so great, I can't leave her alone.
She can't leave me alone, I won't leave her alone. She can't leave me alone, I won't leave her alone. That sex so grown, shorty be blowing my phone. She can't leave me alone, I won't leave her alone. She can't leave me alone, I can't leave her alone. She can't leave me alone, I can't leave her alone. That sex so grown, shorty be blowing my phone. She can't leave me alone, I won't leave her alone.
Where you been, my nigga? Take it back to the end on these niggas. You know what I mean? That high top fame shit. I like this one right here. Where my niggas with the Kangos at? My motherfucking niggas with the gazelles. Shout out to that nigga D Nice for this one here. Hey, yo, Rock, where you at?
Taking out your suckers and you don't know how I did it. Chris Pitt, Tim's Pelly in the fitted. Thoroughbred nigga on my East Coast shitted. I'm going all in, my nigga is you with it? Real nigga, full-time, part-time rapper. 38 jeans, bitches still think I'm dapper. You niggas keep the fame, the fortune what I'm after. The glory in the game, got them caught up in the rapture. I do it for my Trey 8 tuckers with the muscle. My 8-ball cutter still caught up in the struggle. I feel y'all niggas, keep it real, my niggas. I remember days without a bill, my nigga. Money on my mind with my finger on the trigger. Broke fucked up like I'ma kill for some figures. Now it's business ventures, build with my niggas. On the contrary, still deal with the dealers. My name is Rock. My name is Rock. My name is Rock. Taking out your suckers and you don't know how I did it. Rock. My name is Rock. My name is Rock. My name is Rock.
taking out your suckers and you don't know how I did it. I might crack a style, but ain't a damn thing funny. Stuck up in the ghetto, only way out is the money. I used to hit the block and serve soap-filled gummies. For now, I'm prime time with a Playboy bunny. The hood, Hugh Hefner. With a tray pound truck that'll fold Brock Lesnar. Don't let your mouth put your body on a stretcher. Nerd ass nigga, where your pocket protector? 4 high schools and I never learned a lesson. 6th grade got expelled for a weapon. You got it fucked if you think a nigga flexing. Till I hate sniff and steal off my Westin. Fuck the next up, I'm the best of East Coast nigga, but I get that West love. Dirty South got it locked, I could respect that. But the East Coast need a spot back. My name is Rock, Rock. My name is Rock, Rock. My name is Rock. Taking out your suckers and you don't know how I did it. Rock. My name is Rock, Rock. My name is Rock, Rock. My name is Rock. Taking out your suckers and you don't know how I did it. If I wasn't me, I'd be pleased to meet me. Cause real niggas is a dangerous species. If I wasn't me, I'd be pleased to meet me. Cause real niggas is a dangerous species. If I wasn't me, I'd be pleased to meet me. Cause real niggas is a dangerous species. If I wasn't me, I'd be pleased to meet me. Cause real niggas is a dangerous species. My name is Rock, Rock. My name is Rock, Rock. My name is Rock. Taking out your suckers and you don't know how I did it. Rock. My name is Rock, Rock. My name is Rock, Rock. My name is Rock. Taking out your suckers and you don't know how I did it.
You know a hot girl when you see. You know a hot girl when you see one. Drain them dry, why would I ever put my brakes on niggas? I'm a top bitch, nigga, hot shit. Your last bitch before this couldn't stop this. Eating top of the hub, bitch, buttered lobsters. Copley, then I'm hitting Neiman Marcus. About to cop the hottest shit on some model shit. Poppin' ass boss bitch, the Empress, Queen Nick, crown on bitch. You a hot girl, I'm a hot girl. Get him for what he got, girl. Don't stop, girl. We going straight for the guap, you know the plot, girl. Can't stop, won't stop, don't stop, girl. You a hot girl, I'm a hot girl. Get him for what he got, girl. Don't stop, girl. We going straight for the guap, you know the plot, girl. Can't stop, won't stop, don't stop, girl. Okay, ladies, class is in session. Please take your seat and pay attention to the board. Rule number 1, thou shalt not have no feelings for these niggas. Rule number 2, never hit your brakes on these niggas. Get him for everything he fucking got. Your next assignment's on the board. Get a man to make a big purchase for you. A condo, rent for 3 to 6 months. Cars, bags, shopping sprees don't count. We mastered that. That's easy. All right, hot girls on 3. You a hot girl, I'm a hot girl. Get him for what he got, girl. Don't stop, girl. We going straight for the guap, you know the plot, girl. Can't stop, won't stop, don't stop, girl. You a hot girl, I'm a hot girl. Get him for what he got, girl. Don't stop, girl. We going straight for the guap, you know the plot, girl. Can't stop, won't stop, don't stop, girl. These niggas crabs in the bucket, he love it. Can't get enough of it. He pay before he touch it, nigga, fuck it. I don't care if these niggas cousins. I be pimping by the dozens. I need that Birkin, rockin', Fendi, your bitch working. Y'all keep twerking, I'm in the mall, spendy, your man's lurking. I am certain I'm all up in this wallet. I don't give a fuck what you call it. I'm only about my dollars, main bitch could be bothered. Your man's a per diem, call him when I need him. Eat it from the back, yeah, bitch, I feed him. When it's over, I don't really fucking need him. Got a man, a boyfriend, sign nigga in my DM. Leave him on red if I don't wanna fucking see him. Bitches can hate, but I'm the truth and the reason. Your dude ain't been home in several fucking evenings. Fuck the code, I want them wax and X6. BMW black, chinchilla with the hood, full length to match. Come through, giving hoes heart attacks. This bitch mad, yo, he your man, relax. But my DMs make you pack his shit and spat. This nigga furnished my whole crib, but I gave him back. I don't want your nigga, I fucked him over and got rid of him. It's an algorithm, he giving, then I'm giving.
up, world? It's your boy, the kid, and welcome back to the Fully Focused Podcast. Swagg Strong, you with us?
Yeah, sir.
You guys ready? You with us?
Yeah.
You guys ready for a little game?
I'm ready, man.
Let's do it.
All right, so this game right here, let me go over the rules and regulations really quickly before we do it, because I just told you guys, but you guys don't know yet. The world. So to you, world, this is how this game goes. It's called Nah Bro, as you can see at the bottom of your screen. Boom, right there. Nah Bro is similar to that, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to read a phrase, a sentence. Some is a little bit more than a sentence, but we'll call it a sentence or two. That is a hip-hop fact, or part of it is fact. The point of it is part of it is not fact. So what you're going to do, when you hear the part that's not a fact in the phrase, you're going to say, nah, bro.
Nah, bro.
And that will be your buzzer, essentially, and then you give me your answer. Nah, bro, it's this. Nah, bro, it was that. You know? You guys clear on the rules?
Yeah.
Yes. Nah, bro, that would have been a more appropriate answer.
Nah.
But, all right, so we're going to start it off right here. I was going to say start it off easy, but I'm not sure that that's a fact. We'll find out. So, first question. After seeing his first major direct deposit from his first album, DaBaby went straight to the studio and recorded his hit single, Baby on Baby, less than a month before the album Kirk was released. I can read it again if you guys need me to. After seeing his first...
I'm like, nigga, I don't know.
After seeing his first direct deposit for the album, DaBaby went direct to the
bro.
studio.
Nah,
bro, what?
that wasn't his first direct deposit. It's gonna be.
Well, nope, that's not what it is. You're close. You're in line. It wasn't the first. What wasn't the first?
His first direct deposit.
No, that was after he got that first direct deposit, he went to the studio and he recorded a song that made the album. So I just gave you a hint there. It's not the correct song. It was not Baby on Baby. So basically.
Oh, nah, bro. It was Suge.
Ding, give yourself a ding on that one.
Okay, then. There you go.
Swagg is one nothing Swagg. I don't have anything to
Alright, Swagg.
over here, but that's
Alright,
correct.
Swagg.
Baby
I'll give
seen
you 2
that
dings for
bag,
that
hit the direct deposit, that first one. His eyes lit up. He said, "Bring me to the goddamn studio." And he said, "I'm a young CEO, Suge, yeah." And that song actually made it in time to be released with the album, which is pretty cool.
Okay.
So there you go. First one goes to Swagg and Thew.
Who knew? Who knew?
You knew, evidently.
Who knew?
Question number 2, we're going way back on you. The 5 pillars of hip-hop are rapping, DJing, graffiti, breakdancing, and knowledge. They were all formed by KRS-One in the formative days of hip-hop. So the 5 pillars of hip-hop, those being rapping, DJing, graffiti, breakdancing, and knowledge. They were formulated by KRS-One in the formative days of the hip-hop genre.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm thinking knowledge shouldn't be in there.
That's incorrect, I'm sorry.
Yeah, because
it's incorrect anyways because you didn't say nah, bro, first.
But nah, bro. Nah. Hold on. Something's missing. Or am I bugging?
Because it is.
Those are, I'll give you this.
Nah,
those are
bro.
the 5 pillars.
Did
right
you
there.
say poetry?
Shame on me, man.
Nah, bro, it's poetry.
Nah, bro, that's incorrect. I'm sorry. That's included in emceeing and rhyming.
Damn.
I'll give you guys one more chance. I'll say it one more time. The 5 pillars of hip hop, which I've mentioned, and those are correct. That's not the thing. Not the point of it. They were formulated by.
We way off.
They were formulated by KRS-One in the formative days of the hip hop genre.
So nah, bro.
I don't think it was
KRS-One.
formulated. Nah.
Nah, bro, what?
Go ahead. You had it
It's
first.
not KRS-One.
That's correct, Chaz. Wait, do you know who it is?
I have no
if
idea.
If you can say who it is, we'll give the point.
DJ Cool Herc.
No, unfortunately, it was not. It was the 5 pillars of hip hop were formulated by the one and only Africa Bambaataa.
I would never got
Wait,
that.
no, Africa Bambaataa was.
That was legitness.
That was legit. All right, let's go on to number 3. No one got any points for that one. Right now, it is 1-0.
Hard, bro.
Swagg. I'm very sorry.
I know. No, wait, don't I got 2?
You got 1.
I'll take 1.5.
1.5.
Yeah, he didn't have the answer though. He didn't have the answer. Nah, you got 1.
So you're going with 1. We're gonna stick with 1 for you. Number 3. Here we go. We got another question for you. Known for never using a pen, Jay-Z has released 13 studio albums off the top of his head. 11 of them went platinum, which is the most for any hip hop artist ever.
Nah, bro.
What's that?
They all went platinum.
And that's the answer. Nah, bro, they did go platinum. All 13 studio albums that Jay-Z put together without putting a pen to the pad.
That's crazy.
All went platinum. That is fucking insane. That's a damn near 30 years of albums right there. So we got 2-0 Swagg. You still have plenty of time to come back. We got 3 more questions, it looks like.
Damn.
I lied. We got 2.
Act like I don't know hip hop, man.
It's all right. So here's the question number 4. Black Thought had the most prolific Funkmaster Flex freestyle in 2017 by far, going in completely off the top of the head for 10 minutes straight, gaining Flex the most. Gaining Flex 9.5 million views on YouTube.
Nah, bro.
What's that?
He ain't have 9.5 million.
He does have 9.5 million
For
views.
real?
Yeah,
That's fucking crazy.
that's insane for
That's
that
crazy.
freestyle.
Yeah.
So again, Black Thought had the most prolific Funkmaster Flex freestyle in
9.5 million. I didn't even see it.
That's
though.
correct. You didn't?
No.
Oh, well, you're missing out. In 2017, he had the most prolific Funkmaster Flex freestyle, going completely off the top of the head for 10 minutes straight, giving Funkmaster Flex 9.5 million views on his YouTube page.
Nah,
you guys,
bro.
what's
That's
that?
crazy.
It was 7 minutes.
No, it was 10. You guys, I'll give you guys one more try each.
So say it again, then.
I got you, absolutely. Black Thought had the most prolific Funkmaster Flex freestyle.
Nah, bro.
What's that?
Wasn't it? You said Funkmaster Flex.
It was Flex.
Really, nigga?
I'm saying.
What do you think over there?
Hold on.
I'm sorry.
I'm giving him his
Yeah,
time.
you got that.
Hold on. I forgot where I was going with this, actually.
I can give you a simplified version of the question if you like.
Yeah.
All right, so so for 10 minutes straight, Black Thought went off the top of the head on Funkmaster Flex radio show, bringing him 9.5 million views. The 9.5 we figured out is true. What else in there sounds like it could maybe be fabricated?
It wasn't off the top of his
It was
head.
not off the top of the head. Let me get a ding for
Yo, he's
Chaz.
not going 10 minutes off the top of his head.
Absolutely.
If y'all saying he killed it like
Exactly.
that. I ain't even hear
He
it
did.
yet.
He absolutely did, and that's what it is. He came out a day
So,
or
but
two
hold
later.
on. Oh, okay, go ahead.
Yeah,
Sorry.
a day or two later, after it caught wind and 9 million people watched it, and they were like, "Oh my God, I can't believe that." Half of them were saying, "Oh my God, it's so crazy he did that." The other half saying, "Oh my God, there's not a chance he did that." He came out and said, "Oh no, don't." He clarified that was written, 90% written, we'll call it something like that.
Okay,
So he
then.
didn't try to claim something that he wasn't, which I respect big time. But that sounds like 2-1 right there, right?
2-1.
sir.
2-1.
2-1.
2 points to Swagg.
Come the comeback.
Yeah, man. Like that.
Respect the full.
That said, we're gonna bring it all the way to the East Coast. No, actually, it goes both ways. Here's well, it's our last question, but if we come up with a tie here, then I might have to freestyle a question for the tiebreaker. But here we are. In the movie Notorious, Biggie Smalls is played by his real life son, just like
Nah,
Ice Cube.
bro.
What's your answer?
He wasn't played by his son.
Correct. That's a tie. That's 2-2.
Fuck.
Exactly.
Come on,
He was played by New York rapper Gravy.
Yeah,
Exactly.
man.
I met
I know
Gravy.
Gravy.
Really quick.
Yeah.
All right, so I have to.
Stop. Tie game.
All
Overtime.
tied up.
Let's go.
Overtime.
Going to OT.
All right, I'll stop playing again.
I got a freestyle one off the top of my head. So what I'm going to do is this. It's gonna be a very personal one, guys. You both should know this. It's a local hip hop question,
shit.
as local as it gets. Fully focused here. The very first iteration of Fully Focused Radio started in 2011. Our first guest was Piff, Patrick Piff from Southie, a good friend of mine. Our second guest was Piff Man.
Nah, bro.
What's that?
It was only Piff Man.
That's incorrect. Those were both our first couple guests. So in 2011, when Fully Focused Radio premiered for the very first time, our very first guest was Piff, followed the next week by Piff Man. Nah, bro.
Nah, bro.
What do you got? What do you got? There's only one other real piece of information in there that could be scary.
Like I'm trying to hold on real
Right,
quick.
yeah.
I'm saying Piff wasn't the first.
Piff was absolutely the first, yeah. Oh, man, I made this one a little bit tougher for you guys, well, on accident, because I had to think of it on the spot. That's on me. I should have came prepared with more questions. We can call it a toss-up if you guys want to. No, I didn't think Chaz would be down for the gentleman's draw.
Nah, bro.
Nah, bro. All right, that's fair. All right, well, God damn it. We need to think of a tiebreaker, don't we? I didn't think of this.
Yeah, man.
I didn't think this far.
He wasn't ready.
You wasn't ready for the time, man.
ready.
This is the comeback. I was down 2-0.
That was.
You know what I mean?
It was an incredible
Came back
comeback.
2. I don't know, but we might have to just call it a tie.
We can call it a tie. We'll call it a tie in favor of Chaz because he did have a really good comeback there.
I can respect that, man. Shout out to Chaz, man. You the man, yo. I'll let you have that tie with me, bro.
All right, that was the very first unpolished version of Nah Bro. Thank you, Chaz, for participating. Really appreciate that. I had fun. I don't know if you did.
Yeah, it was cool, man.
Cool, perfect.
Stumped me on a few questions,
yeah.
man. I was like,
you know what? Next time I'll make them slightly, not too easy, but I'll make it a little bit easier for the guests. But we're gonna play a little bit more music. Then we got time for one more segment. We're gonna come back. Chaz got a little topic for us to speak on, so we're gonna do that. Fully Focused Podcast. Chaz rating available. We'll be right
got
back.
a top. That's how I ain't bring it.
Baby girl, you know I really gotta go. I be on the road, I'm doing shows now. Baby girl, I know you think that I'm a hoe, but I'm really tryna get it on my own now. Why you tryna play me like a lame? I've been tryna stay up in my lane. I've been tryna hit them with the pain. Shining like a diamond, I ain't really with the games now. Baby girl, you know I really gotta go. I be on the road, I'm doing shows now. Baby girl, I know you think that I'm a hoe, but I'm really tryna get it on my own now. Why you tryna play me like a lame? I've been tryna stay up in my lane. I've been tryna hit them with the pain. I've been shining like a diamond, I ain't really with the games now. Pussy niggas always on my back, cause I got they bitches calling on my jack. Cause they know a nigga really got the pack. I be running up a motherfucking rack now. Niggas sitting on the rocket, that's a fact. I'm gon' really put this city on the map now. Bitches know a nigga really spit the crack. Niggas whack, they ain't rapping like I rap now. I be rocking when the rhythm is intact. Told you niggas that I'm picking up the slack now. 10 nut, I'm gon' run me up a stack. I'm a young nigga fucking up the tracks now. I've been really tryna get my bands up, damn. I've been really tryna get my fans up, damn. If you fucking with a nigga, put them hands up. Before I have my niggas stick your mans up. Baby girl, you know I really gotta go. I be on the road, I'm doing shows now. Baby girl, I know you think that I'm a hoe, but I'm really tryna get it on my own now. Why you tryna play me like a lame? I've been tryna stay up in my lane. I've been tryna hit them with the pain. Shining like a diamond, I ain't really with the games now. Baby girl, you know I really gotta go. I be on the road, I'm doing shows now. Baby girl, I know you think that I'm a hoe, but I'm really tryna get it on my own now. Why you tryna play me like a lame? I've been tryna stay up in my lane. I've been tryna hit them with the pain. I've been shining like a diamond, I ain't really with the games now.
Well, goddamn. Goddamn. Goddamn, 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 goddamn. Yeah, I heard they talking about a nigga, tell him speak up. And while they talk, I take a minute, roll the weed up. I'm grinding hard and I'm getting money the fast way. Bro, crime, motherfuckers, take your ass that way. Bro, they trying to tell nigga, but I'm too weak. Bitch, I ain't on my own shit, I don't do these boys okie, novice, newbies. I be missing spit it on stage like a Suvi. Shout out to my white people, they say that I'm groovy. Shout out to my black guards, man, let's make a movie. Touching my Ohana, it's off with your koofy. So much sauce, I got your bitch trying to do me. Lame, super salty, tell me why you mad though. Bitch, I leave your shirt all red like some eyes. Street religion, baby, we some certified assholes. How you niggas ballin', but you ain't getting no cash though. Well, goddamn. Hey, goddamn. Goddamn, 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 goddamn. goddamn. I heard a hater nigga lurking, tell him hold up. I'm busy laughing at this nigga while I roll up. Brody, I be working in the kitchen. Pots, pans dripping. I don't spit that crack music. The fuck you talking about, Willis? I'm a VT vet. 802 aside, they call my weak capital one. Boris in your Dutch. I do action while they talking. Cause they ain't doing much. Skyline, red line. When I let go with a clutch. If you ballin', you know it, clap your hands. Might wanna get your bitch before she mosey out them pants. If they ain't told you lately, I'm the motherfucking man. Had to get up off the ground just to show you where I stand. God damn, I got too much sauce. They tell me simmer down when I'm going too off. And I got a general mind state of a boss. Can't ask about me cause I don't know about the law. All I know is I wake up in the morning, gotta chase that bag. Take a shower, take a shit, shave, roll me a zag. I've been grinding since a younger boy, I know I done mad. In short time, I done did the shit they wish they would have. I love cash flow, say again, cash flow. I place top 5, tell me how it's last, bro. You ain't gotta tell me, man. I know I'm an asshole, but riddle me. How long is this hate gonna last, bro? Well, goddamn. Goddamn. Goddamn, 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 goddamn. Oh, goddamn. Oh, goddamn. Hey, goddamn. Goddamn, 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 goddamn. Oh, goddamn.
God dang. And we're back. We got about 5 minutes left in the show, and I think a good way to end every show every week is to have a topic or a question of the week, a cue of the week, if you will. I know Swagg will because he did.
I did what?
The cue of the week.
The cue of the week.
Yes, question of the week. We're gonna end up all of our shows just like this. The brilliance of my mind came out of nowhere with. No, I'm playing. But so the very first question of the week is this. Well, it's more of a topic of the week. First dates. Maybe like.
What do you do on your first date?
What do you do? How do you act? Where do you bring them? Like, let's get into that. Chaz, what's your ideal first date?
After you swipe right.
Yo, y'all fools, man. I don't know, man. It gotta be a limit, though. Like, you can't, like, all
break the
out.
bank.
Oh, yeah, you can't be breaking the bank on the first date. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't. Nah, you don't get Roof Chris.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
You
see my post earlier. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
we gotta go to Applebee's.
Applebee's got 25-cent wings right now.
Yeah, you gotta chew that steak up real good
If
first.
you can't appreciate 25-cent wings, you don't get Roof Chris. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is.
And you know what? There's nothing wrong with 25-cent
It depends. Like, cause if you go out on a first date with somebody, you're actually trying to figure out if you actually like the person. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So why the fuck are you spending $100+ and you don't even know if you like the chick? Like, you just meeting her really. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I would say people obviously they're trying to make that first impression, and
I guess
most
could be
times
too.
it's the guy is trying to impress the girl.
So
Cause
I'm saying, so for you, would you go out and spend like $150 on the meal that first night?
So I've done both.
She gonna get appetizers, the meal, dessert, and drinks.
So
first night.
I've done both. I've spoiled the chick multiple occasions, and I did we're getting some fucking wings and we're gonna split them. I've done that day too. We're gonna split the fucking
split the whole appetizer.
The appetizer. Yeah, I've done both. You know, and it's been between testing the waters and seeing what she's really there for. And it's also, I'm not gonna lie, it's also been, I got $12 to my name, but I want this. let's see what I can do. Kind of like what's it called in Dave Chappelle, the Stone movie. Why can't I think of the name of it?
I'm saying.
When he took Mary Jane on the first date and he stole the change out of the dude's cup and shit like that.
Yeah, nah, it gotta be a regular spot. You can't be forcing it. I mean,
Applebee's is like, I think that's a perfect introductory, and Applebee's Olive Garden, something like that. Because then you can also, like I said, you can split the 2 for $20 joint, or
I'm
you can
all the
see
way with you right
exactly. You can see if she wants to look through and say, "Oh, they got lobster tonight." You know what I mean?
You know the Cheesecake Factory on the first day, like nah.
Exactly.
You don't order filet mignons and shit.
Yes, no.
Right now, like.
But I guess I've done it. I've been the idiot that has brought the dope chick out, and I need to impress her. This is what we did.
Sometimes, because you know how dudes are, sometimes we got to flex a little bit.
And that's what it was.
And
So that's what I did. My most
on the
recent,
first
my
one,
most recent experience in that.
Is she that bad or what?
Yes, that was the issue. So my first most recent experience was I got tickets to Wu-Tang, brought this dope Puerto Rican chick to the Wu-Tang show.
Okay, we got stories. Okay.
Yeah. And we went to, I forget the name of the spot, but we went to a nice restaurant in the middle of the
What's her name?
The South End. I'm not gonna throw that out there. She does fine. She'll know who I'm talking about and all that. But a pretty little Puerto Rican name, brought her out. And my I'm not gonna lie, my mindset was, I need to fuck her tonight. I'm fucking tonight.
See, that's where we go wrong, bro.
That's
the main idea, but it's like that's where we go wrong. If you just go out and just be like, yo, I'm going out, we're gonna go get something to eat, and that's it. Then you ain't gonna think you're gonna have to spend fucking $100, $200, like you know what I'm saying?
So that's what I did. I went about $170 on the food that night. Damn. Plus I had already spent like $120 on the Wu-Tang tickets.
Wu-Tang tickets? Nah, bro.
Yeah. Nah, bro.
Nah, bro.
Nah, bro.
That should have been the question. Nah, bro. Should you treat a bitch?
We're going to the McDonald's across the street. Nah, that's fucked up.
And then we went after that. We went to the we went to a nice spot. A nice little it wasn't that nice. It was a bar in the South End or whatever.
Okay, man.
Spent another like $120 on drinks and
that's
apps after that.
Bro.
It was a $500-$600 night.
How did the night end, bro?
It ended the way I would like. I wanted it to.
So fuck it.
You know, and unfortunately, everything with her didn't work out eventually. But that night worked out very nicely. Had a couple other times after that. And then she started acting like a girlfriend when it wasn't.
How long did that last? Okay, so you wasn't even trying to get her to be your girlfriend.
Not at first. I mean, I'm sorry. Not after. At first, I was. And then I realized, it can't be. This girl likes attention too much, is what it was. She knows how good she looks, and she uses that. And that's why I spent fucking damn near $500-$600 on her in the night, like a fucking idiot. But I realized later, that's just that's her game. Yeah. So I got played. I got played. Yes, I did. But I also got laid. Guess what? I still fucked you. Can I get what a bitch is?
Alright, so you got what you needed out of it.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I'm just saying. I don't
think it was $600 pussy necessarily, but
it depends on your intentions, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
That's fair.
Yeah, because you can't be blowing the bank on the first date. That's just you doing.
And that was the worst I've ever done on that. Like other than that,
we got to be going for at least a year for me to go over $100 for food.
See,
call me whatever you want.
Not in front of your face.
We going happy hour. You know what I'm saying? We getting it right.
We splitting the app, doing 2 for $20. We getting 25-cent wings. We got the dollar margaritas.
Yo, bro.
Applebee's your best friend.
The dollar margaritas.
Don't be me. Don't be a fucking idiot.
Popping this summer, like Applebee's had the deals.
Oh, yeah.
Uno's had the deals.
Yeah.
They had like dollar Long Island's.
Uno's was second day with that.
I only had one place I used to take bitches back when I was dating.
What, Uno?
Call me old, but it was good times.
Good times?
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, it's the go-to. It's the go-to.
Good times.
Yeah, pizza, drinks, play.
Yeah, that is really I think a perfect first date. You can spend.
Well, they got Lucky Strike now.
Exactly.
Yeah,
but you don't gotta spend too much money.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Dave and Buster's a first good date.
Yeah, I mean that's the equivalent of good times now. We don't have anything like it other than like you said, Lucky.
Well, it's loud in there. You can't really talk like. I
want to listen to this bitch.
Like,
I'm just kidding, lady.
Go to a place where that's why I think like going out to the movies is a weird first date.
I think that's a bad. That's
second or
third.
Yeah, like
second or third.
That would be weird.
Exactly. We've already learned everything that we need to know about each other. We know we like each other. Now let's sit down, enjoy a movie. I don't have to listen to your fucking voice for 2 hours straight. And then I'm gonna go home and make ass scream.
Now you're texting all night asking questions because you wasn't talking at the movie theater.
Yeah, exactly. exactly. But yeah, I mean, that's perfect. Third date maybe or something like that after that. That's when the movies come in. You've already told each other everything the fuck you want to know about each other, you know. But don't be a me and spend far too much money on a chick you're not going to be with for more than 2 months.
You got to find out if you like her first before you start blowing the money, bro. Yeah. Right? You know what I mean? If you can't spend under $50 on a two-person meal and just have a quality conversation, you know what I'm saying? Just figure each other out. Yeah. You could tell if she's sitting there, she on the phone all the time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Then the whole first day, all right, kick it to the curb.
We don't.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
We don't
but
need.
Like, you know what I mean? You got to have a limit somewhere. You know? That's a fact.
Word, I agree. Swag, you got any other points to make on first dates?
Right, what Swag got to say about
what you
got
talking about?
I'll tell you my first date that I had my wife.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, what's up? What you do?
I'm fucking local as hell. We went to Castle Island, bro.
Hell yeah.
She was living in Southie at the time, you know.
cheap
I was living
Southie?
in Dorchester, so I was like, fuck it, why not get some roast beef and some roast beef after?
Yeah.
So, hey,
Well,
you know.
you didn't even spend $30, bro.
And it worked perfectly because it was nighttime. I was walking with her back to the car after everything,
Yep.
and we saw a motherfucking rat.
Oh, yeah.
And that's when
You
I
saved the
learned
day.
she was fucking petrified of them. So to this day, I've been a hero. So you know, I can't.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so first
that was a
date,
joke?
he ain't spend more than $30.
I did not, including gas, because she lived in Southie.
And it's crazy because he's married to her right now.
Hey.
So don't blow the bank, fellas.
So
You know
don't
what I'm
do
saying?
it.
Those are the two extremes right there. I spent damn near $500-600 on a chick, and I couldn't call her if I wanted to right now. And
so
this man's been married
where
for what,
you
not
fucked
a
up.
year now with the girl, 13 or something like that. Not
Give
feels
or
like
take,
that, but
yeah, about 13, yeah.
Is that many?
Yeah,
Shit.
yeah.
So yeah,
13, salute, bro.
shit. That's the thing. You'll know which bitch really is feeling you after that $30 day compared to the $300, $400, $500, $600
Because,
day.
yo, if you do it the first time, they're going to expect you to do
every
that
time.
shit all the time.
That's
If
very
you
true.
Take her to Roof Chris on the first day, how the fuck you going to take her to Applebee's the second
No,
time?
not a chance.
You
You're
know?
right.
Right.
Yeah.
And if you're trying to date a girl who has money,
Yeah.
what are you really impressing? She can do that shit herself.
Exactly.
She's independent.
Like, nah,
so
that's
Very true.
that's why you gotta pick and choose, man.
You go to Roof Chris the first day, you're gonna have to go somewhere crazy the second time because now you gotta up the fucking level.
We
Like,
gotta bring it to P. Diddy's 40-40 Club or some shit.
Yeah, get Alaskan king crabs and shit.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Fuck.
Yeah, limit yourself, fellas.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right, on that note, it looks like we're running out of time. Let's get our last minute shout outs and all that in. Firstly, shout out to Chaz Ray. Thank you very much for coming in. We appreciate you. Last minute notice. We're going to book you for an actual interview, which that's what this was, but an interview we can, promote it for a month and really get you in here and,
when I
and
get
do all that
that
stuff.
album and promotion,
Boom,
you already
perfect.
know I'm coming back, bro.
Bingo.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to everyone who's listening. Tune in on the Fully Focused pages, all of that. Big shout out to Apex and his family.
Yeah, if we
You're-
can
you're
give
the-
a quick moment of silence for him and his grandmother, man. He's family problems right now, so let's just give a moment.
Word.
All right, thank you guys, man. Appreciate that. All for Apex, man. We love you, bro.
Love you,
guy.
We'll be back next week.
Chaz, you got anything to say to the people before we get out of here?
Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram, ChazRay617. Make sure y'all check out the videos on YouTube. Latest one, come see me. We got a whole bunch of new music in the work that's coming, album coming. I'm gonna throw out another track maybe in a week. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get it popping. But definitely follow my Instagram, ChazRay617, man.
Yeah,
Appreciate all y'all.
Appreciate you. How about you, Swagg? Anything else before we get out of here?
Nah, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Who's our guest next week?
We got Brandon Grimes in next week. I got a
Brandon Grimes, shout out, man.
fun game lined up for him called Bar None, where he has to finish his own bars from songs from up to 10 years ago.
He's getting a lot of alerts from Larry Love. Shout out to Larry doing
Big
his
shout
thing
out.
out there.
Larry's
showing
in
a
the
lot
week
of
after
support.
that.
Chaz Ray, man, thank you again for coming, man. You're always family. You know you're always welcome, my bro.
Yeah. On that note, we're going to play one last Chaz Ray joint called The Plug Up. This is a classic to me. We're going to bump this joint right here. We'll see you next week. Until next week, be safe and stay focused. Let's go, Chaz. Let's go, Swag.
Call the plug up, I'm about to run out. Call the plug up, I'm about to run out.
Yeah.
Call the plug up, I'm about to run out. We be chasing
paper, you ain't copping, see you later. Call a plug up, I'm about to run out. Call a plug up, I'm about to run out. Call a plug up, I'm about to run out. We be chasing paper, you ain't copping, get you waiter. I spent all day chasing paper. Spinning blocks, trade fives in my sock. Hustle hard till my money's in a knot. Owe me bread, then I'm running in your spot. For petty cash, chasing checks every bag. Phone buzzing, ringing up very fast. Me and Sticks went half on a few B's. We be pitching like World Series Major League. Call a plug up, I'm about to run out. If that's a new plug, we bring the guns out. Nothing cut, man, we spinning straight cash. Show me the product, then I swing the cash. Chronicles on deck, man, that's all we roll. They know what I'm getting when I'm in the stove. The strip hot, but you can meet me at the stove. Pulling ships in the trap, you already know. Call a plug up, I'm about to run out.
Nah, bro.
I'm about to run out. Call a plug up, I'm about to run out. We be chasing paper, you ain't copping, see you later. Call a plug up, I'm about to run out. Call a plug up, I'm about to run out. Call a plug up, I'm about to run out. Chasing paper, you ain't copping, get you waiter.